of the underground. Make madness your ritual.
Yeah, oh, shit. How's it going, folks? It is Friday evening. It's been 2 weeks since I did one of these podcasts, so welcome if you're here. Thanks for coming, and thanks for joining us. It's a fucking donkey show, dude. It's a pure donkey show. Do me a favor. You know the spiel. Go check out Anti-Broadcasting Incorporated, custom screen painting, anti-broadcasting at gmail.com or 612-836-9488. You're looking to get some screen printing done, give them a call. They do great work, fast turnaround, fantastic stuff, materials that they use. Again, that's Anti-Broadcasting Incorporated, custom screen printing. I did it again. Anti-broadcasting at gmail.com or 612-836-9488. Looking to get some tattoo work done? Do me a favor. Check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, 612-353-4755. And just so happens that I got the guy, the man of the hour, the tower of power in the house right now, going to be doing some shit here. So check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, 612-353-4755 or lowbrowsaints at gmail.com. Give them a call. Get a quote. Tell them what's up. Tell them you want to get your wiener tattooed with a bigger wiener. It'll be fantastic. We're sponsoring a poker run, the 10th annual Louis Bailey Senior Memorial Poker Run. Also a benefit for Tanner Young, a good buddy of mine's son. Got cancer last year and is fighting. He's 18 years old, for fuck's sake. Starts at Park Place Sports Bar in St. Paul Park, 200 Broadway Avenue. $20 per rider. Includes a scorecard, one playing card per stop. Dinner at the end of the run, which is pulled pork sandwiches, beans, chips, dessert provided by Team Bubba. Barbecue, silent auction will be held at Park Place. We'll also be doing some raffles on the way there. I know personally we have merchandise from multiple Harley Davidson shops in town. They're going to be doing the best 5-card hand wins $100. Trophy for the best bike of the day, and I believe Tanner and some of the other kids are going to be picking the motorcycle as well. There's going to be a let me see here. The stops are Park Place Tavern is the first one. No Name Saloon, Gaslight Bar and Grill, Naughty Hog, Harbor Bar, and then back to Park Place for the silent auction and the free food. So please, if you can, make it to Saturday, June 19th. At Park Place Tavern in St. Paul Park. And we're here. Ritual Madness Podcast. Hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Fantastic.
Get up on the microphone for me, will you?
Ooh, get up on it.
Yeah.
You really do got to honk your way in on here, don't you?
Well, you can lift it up as much as you want. You just got to loosen that up a little bit, I think, before you do it.
Hey, I don't know where we're going with this.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead. Wow, that's a loose fit. There you go.
Now you can tighten it back up. There we go.
Is that better?
Yes, much better.
Good.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm good. Very good.
What you been up to? What you boys been up to? How has your last year been going? How is this? We're into 2021 now. Looks like there's sun on the horizon with this whole COVID shit. Sounds like they're going to be opening up things July 1st, right? Couple things next weekend too?
Maybe.
Just maskless.
Maskless.
Yeah.
And they're going to be taking down...
on the 28th or something like that. They're taking down, everything's full capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, right?
You need me to move in on it?
Yeah.
That's my breath.
Fuck yeah. There
Sounds too good to be true.
Who used this one before?
Why does it smell like Badussi or
like
what?
Yeah,
beard.
but
Smells like beard.
Dussy, dude.
Badussi? No, that's actually, they're both new.
Well, somebody was rubbing on their ballsy chin. Ballsy chin.
Does it smell like balls and chin or
Yeah,
chin
I don't
balls?
know. I haven't smelled them in a long time.
Balls or chin?
Both.
I've had this smell in my
smell
face
my own
before.
Yeah.
All right. No, the COVID thing, man, the lockdown and all that stuff. I think I don't go out very much.
Yeah.
And stopped going out and just shows here and there before it happened.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh, it's Monday. It's Tuesday.
Right.
Not going to work sucked. When you and I had talked about it.
So, but
it's
I
just
mean,
like,
you guys had to shut down
yeah,
for
we
a
were
few
shut down
months,
for-
right?
We were shut down for 3 months, a little over 3 months. And when we could open, that's when all the, the George Floyd stuff happened. So we were boarded up and shut down for a while in that until we could, some of the heat stopped down and stuff.
Yeah. How crazy did it get in your neighborhood?
It was kind of apocalyptic. It was really interesting. You know what I mean? It was, we had ash falling down all over the place. Like I said, you brought some wood for us, you after we brought it up.
Dude, you could smell the whole fucking neighborhood was on fire.
Our eyes and throats were all messed up from all the tear gas and smoke and shit burning over there,
The funniest story that you told me, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the funniest story was the dude ride by on the fucking mini bike, and you're like, oh boy, just got that from the fucking pawn shop up the street. It was in the corner.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, for us, the funniest thing, too, is like the truckloads of people pulling up going, where all these pussies at, blah, blah, blah. And old boy going, oh, it looks like the front seat from here. And they just dip out. We were all packed, you know what I mean? So we just stood up and you could see the butts and fucking shotguns and everything else. That was pretty,
So you guys were just hanging out in the parking lot at your place?
Yeah. Spent all night there, slept there, just taking care of the corners, dude. Yeah. We have a good neighborhood. It's a small community, so sad to see it, but, I understand process and stuff. And some of it, I don't have to agree with all of it, but it's not my thing to tell people what they're supposed to do or not. I understand the process,
Yeah.
Think about the whole thing in 92, when all that shit popped up with Reginald King and all that stuff, L.A. 92.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was real. I mean, here we just got a sprinkling. For people, it was just a shock because it's the Midwest. When's this shit going to happen?
Well, I mean, dude, all the stuff that was happening here, you saw, I didn't go anywhere near it. I get sucked into that shit real easy. I'd be throwing rocks at people's heads and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
1312. He's a rock.
But to step back and actually look at the effect that it had globally. With everything, you know what I mean? People were fucking pissed off, man. People got killed. People in Texas,
Think about how long shit's been going on and accountability. People don't want to be accountable, and things have been set up. Every time somebody gets ahead, they change the dynamic or the narrative for what success is or what you can and can't do, and that's how they keep us all kind of in control with everything,
Right.
And it's not. It was sad that it got politicized, just like the virus did and everything. Man, it's one bird, two wings, same goddamn bird. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Not going there politically.
Yeah, change is change.
Yeah.
It's got to, all that stuff festers underneath it. It's like we look at it from from the news and shit. It's like so you see it like up hand. It's like when you see it. My mom lived she still does a couple blocks from the Midway where I went down, and it was pretty nuts. I had to drive down the road, and it was like this is the neighborhood I grew up in. It was a trip, man. It was a trip to see buildings not there anymore. It was, but in the same breath, it's like they're burning our city. It's like. It was never yours, man. It's sad.
If it was your city, you should have been taking care of it.
I live there.
You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
man, I haven't lived there in a while. I appreciate that part of the city, but I don't love it. It's not like,
My whole thing about that was half the people that go in there burning our city lived in like Red Wing and Rochester and shit like that.
Texas.
Other states when you see the on the boards and stuff, it's just like, what are you talking about?
How true was it, man? When you were in the middle of it, I mean, did you see any cars with no plates? Did you see? Did you see people actually come in
all the time
and trying to start shit or what?
Yeah. We saw like plenty of Wisconsin plates, other states, stuff like that.
Yeah,
coming in, dude, doing that stuff, and then you had the other end of that where it was a free for all, where there was no laws. I mean, people at the stoplight right outside the shop, dude. Nobody stopped at that shit.
Right.
Nobody stopped at anything. At night. Cars with lights off, just driving through the hoods. All that stuff.
In that whole thing, the place that I work for lost 2 buildings. In
you were right down the street down there. Yeah. That thing was
by
huge.
Target.
That shit just got melted.
They just have to have that thing already built, rebuilt
it's
again
huge.
too. It's crazy.
It's huge, man. Yeah, it took a big toll on the community for people. I think there's, it's weird to say it, but there's people with like PTSD about things that are going on. Like people start boarding up, and then you have the bottom feeders that go, "We'll come and board your stuff up." Like the day before they did the verdict, the guy came through and he's like, when all the crazies come down and I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? They're not crazy. They're pissed off.
Right.
And I was like, and we're out here with guns. We take care of all these corners, so we don't need you down here, dude.
Right.
And he's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, you can kick rocks, dude. Just go. You don't need to leech off
We have
people over here.
leaflets.
Yeah.
We already lost enough. You don't need to pay
Just someone actually ask it to
some weird company they do damage repair and stuff like that for insurance companies and stuff. And my buddy from high school was in the room and he's like, I'm an insurance guy. He's like, that's fucking tacky, dude.
Right.
And the crazies. I'm like, you don't live over here.
Yeah.
None of us were crazy over here.
Yeah.
It's all the people from outside the town that were acting crazy.
Yeah.
Sure, people looted, but who's not going to loot when it's time for to get theirs?
Right.
Pampers.
Right. Jared Singer of Jared Singer Extravaganza. He lives over in North Minneapolis off of Emerson over there, and he fucking was outside with the rest of the people in his neighborhood. You know what I mean? And he's like one of the only white guys in his neighborhood, and
Yeah, we had watches.
folks were loving it, man. That he was out there
We
supporting.
all had phones and stuff, and something was weird. It was go outside. Nobody slept for. You didn't sleep good for probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Honestly, when it started popping up.
I remember talking to you in that whole thing, and you were pretty sleep deprived and not having fun, and then this whole COVID shit and everybody, this shit just got really crazy, man. Just so fucking insane here.
Surreal.
Yeah.
That's
Like
another.
it doesn't seem real
Right.
at times. Like there are moments like not like like when you were a youth and you would have moments where you would have those good moments.
Yeah.
These are moments where you're like this is what I do. Like I got to do this.
Yeah.
Like this is different. I'm not used to this. Like I don't know that I like this. I get it, but in the same breath, I'm like I don't know, man.
I think some of what happened is you got to see a big cross section of what people really stand for when all this happened.
Right.
A lot of people you want to be patriotic. That's cool. You love your country, all this stuff. But don't say I'll do anything for it and then say I'm not wearing a fucking mask when your neighbor's got fucking COVID or something
Right.
like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a small thing. You're not losing your liberties because you have to put a piece of cloth over your fucking face.
Well,
And then- and there's people who-
I think with the administration, with all the bullshit that was going on at that particular
was
time,
fueling everything,
I
man.
think a lot of fucking people were.
That's all it is. You chicken bastard. Get off my land. We stole this shit fair and square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane when you think about it.
Yeah.
And
if you're a middle of the road kind of cat, like I'm very middle as far as politics. I don't dig on either side, dude.
Right.
Like you had a choice between a turd and a gold-plated turd.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody
Bronze.
thought this was
That's
going to be
bronze.
like instantly everything's fixed. Fuck no, dude. It's the same fucking shit. Like I said, one bird, two wings. It's
Yeah.
the same fucking bird. They
Right.
want the same shit. They just polish it a different way.
Right.
So nothing's fixed. Nothing's changed, dude. The economy is still the way the economy is. It never really changed that much.
Nope.
They just paint it to look like shit's better or worse.
Right.
It's all the same. I didn't lose any money, dude.
Gas prices
I had
went up,
toilet paper the whole time.
which is bullshit.
That's why I was the miser in my neighborhood. I had toilet paper. You need what? What you need?
Right.
That
We
kind of
got
shit.
lucky because Jamie's mom works for Target, so she was able to get us some right away. But it's still
man.
so
just bird
fucking
bath. I
crazy.
just
It's
did
a
dude.
big
bird
trench
bath.
coat to try and get one of those
Yep.
big.
Dip your balls and everything in it.
Yeah, seriously, we went a while without toilet paper. So I'm like, I gotta go home, guys. Why? I gotta, undercarriage. It's a good.
That's why you need a bidet.
Yep. Flooding. if you
I've
would.
always wanted one of those
Yeah,
things.
who shit in the bidet? For real. dude.
Chocolate
Hey,
water.
look, man.
That happened at a friend's
burn
party
me
in-
once.
in
burn
high
me
school.
once,
That happened
toilet.
to somebody's party, like somebody shit in their bidet. It was just like, God damn, why would you do that? That's worse than an upper decker almost. Dude. For real,
Chocolate
dude.
milk, dude.
Yeah, it's
Chocolate
like-
milk.
Yeah,
Projectile,
on,
dude. You've
They must be
projectile.
working on
it.
the pipes. Yeah,
What's
but that
going
was
on?
gross for everybody, dude. In state, out of state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta believe like the health effects too of breathing your own crap in, because I mean seriously, dude. Like, and is it me? Like, there are times where when I'm wearing my mask during COVID, I don't wear it outside of COVID. I just want everyone to know that. So when I'm wearing my COVID mask,
Yeah.
I have weird smells under there. Like, not
That's
like
your
what
upper
I
lip.
ate. No, it's weird. Like, I'm filtering stuff through there, and I have moments where I was like, they're the oddest stuff that I smell.
That's your beard and your
Yep.
upper lip.
Is that Swedish tacos? What is that?
I was driving next to this hot chick the other day, and I looked over at her, and I'm in my truck, and I look over, and she's going, smelling her
Your
top
upper
lip.
dude. Yeah.
That's fucking the funniest shit ever.
It is.
And like you
Yeah.
could see her out of the corner of
Yeah.
eye, like notice I was looking down at her, and she was like,
Oh, like everybody doesn't do that shit when they got their mask on. Underneath their mask, they're all like checking it. Dude, everybody does that.
Yeah.
When they're trying to breathe, they're like in their mask,
Yeah,
dude. There's
yeah.
no joke about it. He was saying it earlier, dude.
We're at the
Yeah,
gas
yeah.
station before we
He
got
pulls
here.
it
I
down.
said,
And
this
that's
is what
it
I look like when I'm
Everybody's
not.
got up, like,
I pulled it down. I was like,
you know.
what?
That's why when you
'Cause
like
my
anybody that
nose
works
hair-
close with people, you're gonna see fucking like hairdressers and shit. When the masks go away, going,
yeah,
Getting up
yeah.
on people, dude.
I saw a dude on fucking Instagram doing that shit. What I look like without my mask, he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're trying to move so it doesn't come off your face, because then people really judge you.
Especially those
by the way.
95s, dude.
Yeah.
I almost had a
95s.
sake guy that was, Jamie had taken it down to fucking itch her face, and the guy walked by and he's like, mask up. I was like, mind your fucking business, dude. Keep walking. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but she just was itching her face. Go fuck yourself, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, we were at Zantigo's and dude was about to like deny her a Cholito because she didn't have her kids had masks on, but she didn't have one on. And this is what she said. She said, my grandfather died. And the dude behind the counter's like, and
That's dope. That's dope.
dude, it was pretty funny. Because I thought the same thing, you know.
Adam D says, evening, gentlemen. It is really inspiring how you guys stick together and showing support for your neighborhood. Oh, yeah, for sure. These guys were really, you guys were fucking in the mix of that whole thing,
Oh yeah,
man.
we were right in it, man.
Hanging out, sitting on the corner, because you're right on a 4-way stop.
We're 4 blocks away.
And the
Right on Minnehaha.
and the convenience store across the street.
Yep.
That cat's always like, hey,
Yeah.
man, what's
the
up?
neighborhood got together and boarded his place up because he didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And you couldn't find wood anywhere.
Yeah.
So everybody came together with
And
trucks
now it's like fucking gold, ain't it?
during a day and
Yeah.
put it
Oh,
up.
God,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, gold.
He's a good
ridiculous.
dude, too.
2x4, everything. All kinds of lumber is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Our community is our community, dude. Everybody watched out. Phone calls happened. I came down one night. They were like, "There's a dude smashing windows with a hockey stick." And I was down there in like no time, shorts, like my night shorts, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, like sleep shit. And I got an axe handle with no axe, no
Yeah,
head on
yeah.
it.
Nothing
And all
like
these
a
dudes
good
are
piece of hickory.
All these dudes were collected right across the street, and I get out the car and I'm walking over, and this big, huge black dude's like, "God damn!" Like he's like, "What?" And it seems like, "No, he's good, he's good." And he's like, "Oh man, I was about to dip." He's like, "You can't come across the street like that." And I was just like, "Where is this dude?" And it was a mistake. It was one of the neighborhood dudes doing a thing, and he was tapping on a fence, talking to some dude in his yard.
Yeah.
So it all turned out to be some weird. I'm like, "All right, I'm going back home. Call me if something real pops up."
Yeah,
right.
You know?
That's fucking spooky, man. I don't know. The whole thing was fucking spooky to me. I know my daughter Madison was down in the mix of that whole thing too, in the protest.
Yeah.
And it fucking blows my mind, man, to see guys like Jack Noble, Punk Rock Jack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like out there all the time trying to help the homeless folks, man, and the time that dude's put in from being laid off because he did a lot of stage and stuff and wasn't working at the time. So he was down at the fucking encampments
Yeah, tons
every
of
day.
people doing that, man. And like, if you look on social media, just on Instagram and stuff like that, you see people posting where to drop food off, all that stuff, all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the problem I had with that was people just coming in for like selfie ops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to go down to the square and see the memorial and all that stuff, that's cool. Don't get a cluster of 5 together with the fist behind
Let's
it.
go
Yeah,
take
doing that.
selfies where
It's just- it's just
poor,
gnarly.
poor gentleman died.
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
Yeah,
That
it's
seems
just-
like that
it's
would
gnarly
be fun.
to me. You know what I mean? It's just it shows you like what our society is right now. We live with like a cell phone in front of their face, and the reality of all this stuff to some people that don't live in town was probably more horrific than the people who live there. Because I'm like, oh, it's Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I showed my dad. We were driving to the cabin, and I showed him the video of George dying. I'm like, he just pissed himself. He's dead.
Yeah.
You could hear go, "Mama." Dude,
Yeah.
that got me, dude. I was tearing up because I'm like, damn, when I found out his mama was already dead, I was just like, oh. I got goosebumps.
Dude,
I mean,
it made me sick to my stomach because I'd been that guy before. I've had 2 cops on the back of my neck like that. And I don't talk about that specific situation that happened with me. And I ran my mouth and talked the shit to this cop and ended up getting my ass kicked by 8 of them in my front yard, maced and fucking thrown in a fucking car, windows rolled up. Guy dug his fingers into my eyeballs because he didn't hit my, I jammed my face into the ground and, they kneed me all the way down. Fucking, I'm surprised I didn't get tased. But I was handcuffed. The dude said that I hit him. I never hit him. Dude, it took me 4 years to like get over that shit. Getting pulled over, I'd almost hyperventilate. You know what I mean? Like the cop comes out. The last time I got pulled over, I think I only got pulled over twice in that, that time frame. But he's like, "Why are you so nervous?" I'm like, "Because I was in an altercation with the police." You know what I mean? And like, "What'd you do?" And like, trying to get me to answer all these fucking questions. And I was just like, I'm freaking out. I'm literally shaking.
what'd you
know
do?
what I
I got my ass whooped by 80 y'all.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what I did.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane that people don't really realize how shady those motherfuckers are. And here's the thing is like, there are some good cops out there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say there's a ton of good cops, but there's some good cops out there. My mom's cousin was
I know
a
a
cop.
few.
Was a
Sure,
cop.
it's good. That's the difference, though. It's good people. Cops
Yeah.
a job.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That
Yeah.
Blue Lives Matter shit. Sorry if you don't like what I'm about to say, but there is no such thing as a blue life unless you're talking about fucking
The Blue Man Group,
the Blue Man Group,
Avatar,
Avatar, shit
or,
like that.
you know, Dolphin
That's a
Boy,
fucking
or
job.
whatever.
Smurfs.
It's
so,
a fantasy.
So this job life matters. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
appreciate if they're gonna do some stuff, you know, man. But I wasn't brought up to really appreciate cops. I was brought up to like be like, shut up and don't move and listen to what you're supposed to say and
Yeah.
don't be rude if you can help it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have a problem.
More than that, it was like, weren't we just supposed to not get pinched?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why
Yeah.
we know we're good. We're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
We're good criminals, or you're a bad criminal. You either get pinched or you
It's
don't.
cat and mouse, dude. It's cat and mouse. It's like, look, man, I got caught. I got it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got over that 12-foot fence in like 3 seconds. You're right. I got away
Yeah.
this time. Then the next time I got caught, you know. I just don't like security guards, dude. Seriously, man. Seriously, I got
I walk up
got into
to
a
you.
tickle fight
normal
one
people-
time with a security guard at Maplewood Mall, dude, and it ended. It was an Orange Julius. You know what? Never mind.
I'll walk up to you at a festival and
Never mind.
with a
Never
backpack
mind.
full of yayo and say, "Have you ever shot anybody with that thing?" And make friends with them and fucking sweat all day and watch Big Hizzy piss all over himself in the fucking porta potty.
Did he piss on
Remember,
himself
he
that
was
day?
in there for a half hour and he came out because he pissed all
I
over
thought-
his fucking shorts.
I
And
thought
shit.
that was at fucking. That
was
was
at
at
Area
Ozfest.
1.
I thought that was Ozfest.
No, that was the Area 1 with. Remember throwing the fucking tin up to old boy and
Yeah. Brandon Boyd.
Yep.
Yeah.
That day.
Yelling at Nelly Furtado about how beautiful she was.
I love her. I love her
Boy, that
breakfast.
shit. That,
She's so fucking
That
funny.
shit was fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
made,
frittata.
You made friends with the cop.
That's
Might
what I
keep
was
your
thinking of.
enemies
Never mind.
closer.
Well, you see,
Jelly frittata.
that's the craziest thing ever. Is I mean, I've done some crazy shit with these two guys. So
Nope.
Jason and I.
Thank God that we didn't have cell phones back then, dude.
dude,
We've said this before because
same.
there would be like felonies, and then your kids you'd have to explain things to your kids. So you're
Felonious
like,
monk, man. You be-
yeah, like,
Big time, man.
man,
That
that never
particular
happened. Yeah.
that particular concert was out of hand. I
You'd
think
have
I had like 100 tabs of
you'd have
fucking
to explain to
ecstasy
your kids
on me,
hacky sacks.
like a bunch of blow.
everything.
I mean
Yeah.
everything, and that we got into a fight with the dude. Well, it wasn't really a fight. He got mobbed up on real quick, and then I took off.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's always
going to
just
find
got-
you, and you're standing next to a cop, and I'm going, "Oh my god, this is fucking bad! I got a bag full of drugs in this fucking
I
thing."
think I had like 3 or 4 grams in my pocket.
Oh my
Just
God,
like,
it was
hey,
fucking-
buddy, glasses on, fucking just. Yeah.
Sometimes, dude, that's the like you know. There are times where your own ego. It's like I'm that cool. You got away with it, but yeah, it'll catch up
But
to
we
you.
weren't.
you
It
know?
did.
We
Oh,
were
I
out
know.
there.
I think
we
it
weren't
did
out
to
there
all
to
of
squirrel
us.
with anybody though that day. I mean, we were walking around having.
We
a
were
good
having a
time,
good time.
Walking up to beautiful women, go thank you.
Yeah.
You made my day. Have a good day. What? Give me get your number. No, I don't want your number. Just telling you you're pretty. I'm just.
That was a good day.
Yeah,
That was a good
an
day.
awesome day.
Dude just runs right into Jason, big Jason, and fucking head first, and just starts running his mouth. I was like, dude, you don't want to do that, man. And he turns, fuck you.
What, fist mitts?
I dodged his shit and choked him out real quick, and
The
fucking.
behemoth.
Oh, dude, it was fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
The last thing you want to see is a drunk hizzy swinging.
Oh, Jesus. I seen a blacked out hizzy fucking nose to nose with some dude, and this guy's like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, dude, leave him alone. And he just goes, boom, and he punches this fucking metal thing behind him and dents the shit out of it. And he just looks at me and just goes, blacked out.
His smile. Yeah.
Just
The
fucking
white
complete.
Jay Z. Big hizzy.
Let me see here. Since there was no laws during that time, did any of you, did you guys know anyone who died during the lawless time? Did anybody that you know die
Nope.
in that mess?
No, not over there. I mean, like I said, it was more of a unity of the people against,
The outsiders.
the cops, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anna was over there hanging out and during all this stuff, and when they abandoned the station,
Yeah.
when they abandoned the precinct, she thought it was going to be some kind of raid because she saw a line like a snake coming through the neighborhood of cops, all geared up with everything, gun to gun.
Yeah.
No, like nuts to butts, trying to make it through the neighborhood.
Right.
They were fleeing. They were ditching the precinct. She thought they were going to like pull some weird move. Like, no, dude.
Strategically
They
doing
were
something.
they were dipping. They had the buses waiting for them to get picked up and everything. It had nothing to do. There wasn't anything with each other over there. It was really people over in the neighborhood. We had a big kind of deal with kind of having the trash of like what cops were
Yeah.
getting pushed into our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you could call the cops, and if there was nothing, 45 minutes. And this is before all this stuff happened.
Right.
Now it's hours, dude. They won't even go to some spots.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's your job. You know, your
Have
job
you-
isn't
have
judge
you-
and jury. Your job is.
Have you noticed any more gun violence and shit going off over there?
No, you did for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Not now though. Like since that.
No,
I mean,
and I don't know if I just don't pay attention because that shit never bothered me. You know, we're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Certain times of year you hear
You
it.
go blind to it.
Like
sometimes.
summer around 4th of July and stuff, you'll hear it all the time.
all the time. Yep.
No, man, you don't really hear it, especially on our side of it. Like you come onto our side of Hiawatha, really,
Yeah.
and shit's really mellow. You get over on the other side of like Cedar,
Yep.
and things change up a little bit. You know, it's a little more tight over there with people and stuff
Yeah.
like that who don't know each other and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
and you know you have a lot more renters that way and stuff like that. And psychologically, we don't own anything, so there's not much to protect. There's not much to watch out for. There's not much of all that stuff. It's kind of like hand to mouth kind of living in some ways.
Right.
So that idea is different on that side compared to where we are, where it's people lived there for 50 years or
Yeah.
you know they bought
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
homes and stuff like
So
that.
they're-
So it's
they're
a different
fucking neighborhood.
dynamic.
Yeah,
And that's why it didn't get as out of hand as it could have. You went towards Uptown and shit was a little more out of hand up there.
Dude, I couldn't believe all the fucking windows broken out. It was like a week later too. People would replace their shit and their shit got broken out again. There's like a store right on the corner of fucking like Lagoon and Lindale
Yeah.
or something. It's like a jewelry shop. No.
It's had it been in Lagoon right there, yeah. It's like the watch place.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
next to the fucking the theater.
Yep. Yeah. Over there it was a little different. Plus, you have a different crowd up there.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where people who are trying to be seen and be seen were hanging out.
Right.
And a lot of those cats have a lot more money. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they had the car plan going on and stuff like that.
Well, I know before all this stuff had gone down, there was a lot more crime happening up that way. People getting shot and people getting robbed up that way.
Again, it's because you have people with money coming in. Most of those buildings that were built up there, you know, all the condos that popped up and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
their
Well,
company-
the company that I
yeah,
work for built a lot
they're
of that
basically
shit.
for transplants.
Yeah.
So people would come from out of state and live in those places corporately and work in other places, work from home or downtown or whatever.
Right.
But those were rentals for people that are here working. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
So
big-
there's
big
money
condos.
there, dude. People were making money doing their thing. Of course, it's a good place to pick shit off. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're people that if you want to pick some stuff up, you don't go to the suburbs that are super rich because they're going to see you and they're going to be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
here?"
yeah.
Because that's how it is out there.
Well, it kind of seems like it's trickling that way with all the carjackings and shit that's been going on too. I know I had to warn my mom because somebody got jacked right on Rice Street and 694 right there. An old guy got a car stolen from him. They just ran into him. The guy got out to check his car and they fucking.
Well, that's a whole different beast, though. St. Paul is a whole different beast.
It really is.
It is. There's two different animals, man, and it's two different ideologies kind of going through everything. It's like I like to joke about shit. It's like, you know, if you want to see some like somebody wearing like some, you know, FUBU or something like that, you know, see what fashion was like in 204, you know, go over to St. Paul and you see motherfuckers rocking that shit up and down the street. You know?
gotta start it
It's like
somewhere.
I just
That's
got
dope.
I just got these new
Philadelphia Eagles are
Jordans.
like-
It's like, dude, those are fucking 20 years old.
Right.
But they're new to you. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, in Minneapolis, it's like it's snottier. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
totally it is. And dude, it's a metal fucking scene. Most of us love metal and shit.
Yeah.
You'd know the difference between the two spots, dude.
Right.
It was more hardcore in St. Paul. You get to Minneapolis, you're like, ew.
Yeah.
You guys' hair is greasy.
Right.
You know, it's just like, yeah.
Well,
okay.
you know, and then there were places like the Hexagon who came out, you know what I mean, a place that supported this scene for a lot of years, and then all of a sudden, you know, opened their mouth and you know, people were
Well,
glad that the place got burnt down.
That's money, dude.
Yeah.
That was money. That's what supported the scene. Is he was making money off that because
Yeah.
bands didn't get paid a super whole bunch. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was just like the way it was set up. It was a great place for the community because you go see metal shows there, a punk show, then you'd see some like, you know, emo show, then you'd see polka. You know,
Right, right.
That was what was cool about it. And you'd have people from every walk around that neighborhood. You'd have all the cats like the Southsider dudes. You'd have people from out of town. You know, it was eclectic. And that's
Yeah.
what was cool there. But when old boy kind of popped up and opened his mouth, people just kind of said, fuck it.
Well, the same thing happened to that cat who was trying to open that. They were supposed to be that gay friendly, that place that was Rudolph's.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That dude popped off talking some shit in the middle of COVID, or you know, or like right before,
Right
in
before
the
it,
and everybody in the community basically shut that fucking place
Yeah.
down. They still aren't open, are they?
No, not that I know of.
so
I don't even
crazy,
remember
dude.
the name of that place, dude.
But
That's how small
we
it was.
lost so many fucking restaurants and places throughout Minneapolis. I mean, good spots too.
Yep.
Chino Latino closed, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, there's just
Chino kind of fell off. Though.
yeah.
I mean,
well,
over
since
the
we
years.
were fucking going down
when we
there.
were kids, it was fun. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was fun. It wasn't like a scene really. I didn't feel
Yeah.
like it was anyhow. All the bartenders from there used to come to the Uptown, and we'd all just sit around and shoot the shit and drink. You know what I mean? Or we go over there.
Used to be a fun time.
All
back
the
in the
bars,
day.
we all knew each other over there, so it was fun that way. But I mean, the people that came into town, you'd have the outer ring cats kind of come in to like spend some money, and to them it was like, ooh, and to us we're like, yeah, make me another one of them fucking pint glass martinis. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, you know, and that's just how it was, dude. We all had our times when we had those connections, you know, where you walk into that spot and they're like, oh, you're here, dude. This is you, and it was great, you know what I mean? But we all grow up, you know what I mean? And now we look back at how people act now, and that was us, but it wasn't because we
were pretty locked in with a lot of shit back then. You know what I mean? When we went to places, a lot of people had a good time. We were always about having a good time. You know?
Yeah.
we didn't ask for your attention. We commanded
People would
it
get
when we
mad
walked
at
in.
us for having a good time.
Yeah. Dude, every place you walk into.
I'm gonna fight you guys.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're having fun and I'm miserable.
My
and
girlfriend
I have a
said hi to
tiny
you.
wiener.
That sounds like a you and her problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy
All
shit.
that kind of stuff, dude.
Shit got ugly.
All the shit.
Yeah,
fucking,
it got ugly,
the
but
Quest days, all that
Oh,
stuff, dude. You know, Quest was upstairs, man. The taboo rooms and shit, dude.
Dude.
I never got to enjoy that. Only show was at
The third floor.
At the Quest? At the Quest?
Yeah.
Fucking A. That was
We
so
had
much fun.
tons of security people there, but yeah, never got to.
And they had such
go
a good
back
crew,
and-
had such a dope crew of people that worked there, and we were friends with all them motherfuckers.
Everybody.
dude.
The
Yeah.
bartenders were so good to us too, man. You just get smashed in that place, dude.
Yeah.
You know, fucking 27 car bombs later, you know.
I could say this.
You guys need to go out the back.
Yeah, when the cops are coming? Oh, yeah.
When
After hours
when
up
I
there.
think about the Quest and like the hanging out there, seeing shows there, it always was. Somehow it was. So who's got some coke?
Yeah.
Like who's got some shit? Like who?
Yeah.
Hey, call somebody. Hey, who's got stuff? Hey, who's this? Like
Tommy
bands that were like, hey, who's got some shit? Like, and then making them super uncomfortable by saying, yeah, we got some. Why don't you come back to our house and we'll give it to you there?
Yeah.
How uncomfortable is that shit, dude?
But-
They have no idea who you are.
Dude,
there.
record label people coming and grabbing me at that fucking festival,
Yeah, it
dude.
was
And
nuts.
he gives me a pump and munch cup this big, dude, and makes me a fucking
Pumpkin Munch, dude.
Dude, it was remember that like
Yeah.
a 64-ounce fucking drink, and he goes, okay, and he pours fucking, you know, what was it, fucking rum? It was a rum drink. He mix it like this, mix it in there,
Is it a whiskey drink?
and he sends me on my way.
Vodka
He's
drink?
like, go ahead. Take off, you know. I'm following this chick. I black out up this hill. I end up in Cole's dressing room telling a story, and I got the fucking mirror in my hand.
heard
And the
this
dude
one
goes, the dude looks over and he's like, hey, man, are you going to fucking
look
do that
past
or
that?
what? And I looked at it and was like, no. And I handed it to him and like walked out of the room just all zombified, man. Just like,
Were you at the drum gallery when they did the shows up there? When Cole did that little show, they did like a preview show before one of the shows at the festivals.
maybe.
I was with fucking Ryan, and those guys, and we were
Right.
up there. And that dude was up there. And, you
the
know,
418, above the 418?
Yeah.
The sound gallery? Yeah.
Yeah. And old boy was sitting there, and he was like walking around, and he had his little effects thing in his hand and stuff, and he's like doing this weird face, and I'm like, "You're not on stage right now, dude." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "You don't have to look like that." And he's like smiles at me. I'm like, you can smile, dude. And he started talking to me. The dude was cool, man. He was nice, but it was just lurch, man. I mean, just a big dude, like. You know, I was like, "Oh, that's cool, man."
Dude, I remember getting
guys-
threatened
you
by
guys kind of sound like Bush.
by the light guy, sound guy from Mudvayne, because we got them all fucking jacked up, and the dude from Mudvayne went running down this. They were recording their second album here, and he's like, "Dude, you can't give them any more drugs." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Chad drank a bunch of Guinness after he left partying with you, and I think you were with me because we were all there's a bunch of us."
That was at Urban Wildlife.
Yep. And he left and went to Uptown and fucking got buck naked and was running down the street all whacked out. And the dude like threatened me. I'm like, dude, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, dude. You know, I'm serious. I'm scared of you and whatever. I was like,
My name's Skeeter, dude. I will come at you. You do not give Chad any more.
All those
I don't know
festivals,
why.
dude, we could write a whole book about like all the shenanigans and all that shit, dude. The fucking Slayer pit, with you. You're like, oh man,
Oh,
that
Jesus.
dude was coming in for you. And all of a sudden
dude, he was gonna call. Dude, I was
he
preparing
made the
for it. I
face.
was like,
and I got
like
him by
this,
the
man.
throat, and all Greg saw was feet in the air and shit. Like, let's go, boot stomp. That was fun, dude.
I've walked away with broken noses from those pits. Oof.
Remember, was that Leon dude? Remember zip tying him to the fence and pulling his pants down? at one of the festivals, they had the porta potties right there next to the VIP section where we were in the back.
Oh,
for the
he
radio
was right
station.
against like the.
Yeah,
the
and they put him on the
yep,
thing where all of
I
our
remember
campers.
that.
We had the tour. We had
I
the
remember that.
fucking camper that year, and they put him up there because he was so drunk he passed out inside the handicap porta potty, and fucking.
Didn't they do it around his chest too, so he'd stand up?
Yeah,
had
he was standing up.
Yeah.
Wrists, ankles around his chest. We tied him up to the thing, and he's laughing and talking. That's when he had the neck beard. He shaved everything off except for what's under his chin. And then they pulled his pants down, and everybody's like, "Hey, look at me!" And he's like passed out tied to the fucking thing. Oh, dude, we almost got pinched by security for that stuff. We were running. I don't know who it was, but they're like, "We got to get on stage," and it was like Clutch. It's like, we got to go stand up on stage for Clutch. I'm like, what, man? Okay, you know.
Yeah.
I do crazy shit, dude.
Yeah. Those festivals were ridiculous, man. So many. Thanks, Andrew, by the way. I appreciate it. Saying nice work behind me. Yeah. That's like my second one I ever made.
It's all right.
Ooh.
It's pretty sweet.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet.
You
I
know, put a
watched
border on that
dude
one,
do
frame
one.
it up.
I'm gonna. We'll talk
Put a light
later.
behind it.
We'll talk business after this. Sailor.
Yeah.
How did it affect you, though? I mean, like, and you had COVID, dude.
Yeah.
So what was that like? What was the First World War like? I mean, tell me what was going on with it. What was it like? Did you sweat a lot? Did your balls grab your leg? Did you have to use shower to shower?
They were Velcroed to my leg.
Did you
Allergic to
ever
jumping
fucking
jacks.
hear Kenny Rogers Gambler
Yep.
and lose the bet?
Yep.
I want to know all those things, dude, because I hear people get the bubble guts and hot snakes when they
Yeah.
got
I didn't.
it.
I
Did
didn't.
you just puke? Did you
I-
do
I
anything?
didn't
Or was it
puke.
all
I
just
didn't do any of
congestion,
that. It
dude?
was just-
I was super fucking worried about you, dude. How many times did I call you? Just going like,
bunch.
are you all right? Do you
Yeah.
need anything? And dude, I offered to go into the fucking hot
Yeah.
bag.
Do you need
fucking
chicken's
shit.
broth?
Dude, you're
The
like,
hot
hey,
zone.
you're like, hey, I'll just drop those off I'll get some groceries and drop them off in the lobby and
And you
shit.
can come grab them. Yeah, dude, I was super worried because we're
I
big
wor-
dudes.
I
and we're-
worked the entire time. I didn't stop working. I haven't stopped working at all. There's nothing that I could do about it. They didn't offer any time off. I'm a driver, so I had to deliver to job sites that we're starting to recover right now because
Did they
we
never see Outbreak? The
Yeah,
dude
oh,
in the
yeah, they
fucking-
did.
The
Yep.
dude in the fucking theater
Oh.
when he just sneezes and everybody ends up with the shit.
Fucking
But they
monk-
send
little
you out,
monkeys, dude.
And all of a sudden, the $1 million building don't get built
Yep.
because Greg fucking accidentally sneezed on a
Yep.
motherfucker.
Yep.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I know you. I know how your brain works with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How do you cope with working in those scenarios with people? I mean, you get along with everybody,
Right.
But there's got to be switches. I remember a story you told me about one dude at one site where you're like, "I'm about to knock your shit off," and he.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, how do you not do that on a regular when you see Haas fucking corn-fed Bucky fucking trying to talk some shit to you and looking at you crooked because you got some skin,
They
you
don't
got some
anymore.
pigment.
There's one guy that did.
Everybody's jealous
There's
of our
one guy that
flavor.
did, and here's the thing: is like, you know, I joke all the time. I'm always fucking joking with people.
That's how we diffuse, though.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like, I'll make a fat joke about myself before somebody else can, right? So this dude made jokes about me being fat, and I never said nothing about it. You know what I mean? Because he's short and he's just a little stocky motherfucker. So I'd make short jokes to him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you need a stool for that. You know what I mean?
I got anything in my nose?
How many fucking how many fucking
bad
phone books do you have to use to fuck your old lady? That type of shit. You know what I mean?
How's it like to walk,
So-
shop at Baby Gap?
All the guys that worked with him, you know what I mean, like the newer guys and stuff, he'd bust their balls, and I'd laugh and I go, "Wow, don't take too much of that." You know what I mean? Like I started warning the guys that he just start working with. Like I wish I would have nipped it in the bud right away with him. You know what I mean? Like you can go so far. I mean, the dude outright, you know, just fucking talk shit in front of, you know, bigwigs and shit about me being stupid and fat, and that, you know, donuts must make you stupid as well as fat, you know, that type of shit.
Those are really hurtful playground words.
Yeah, yes, those are very.
You should have pointed the.
I
on
just
the
was.
doll.
I wasn't in the mood for it. So with that guy, I really just told him I'll slap the shit out of you.
Deflecting.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, he apologized. He tried
he
to
really
apologize a couple
wasn't getting
times.
to
You
the
know what I
root of
mean?
the problem.
There's guys that watch this show that actually that have worked with him. You know what I mean?
so
that
they
know
know what
him.
we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope.
But you know,
Piece of shit.
he came up to talk to me and you know, apologize and shit. And I was like, you know, I hope you made yourself feel good. You know what I mean? Like, go fuck yourself. Take your shit and go on. I don't have time for this. Like, joking is one thing, but you're doing it in front of people that, you know, these are people that sign my checks and type of shit. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Like,
he thought you were after his pot of gold,
well,
or you wanted some of those cookies from the rest of the elves.
there was a guy that came into the shop who was fucking that hurt himself, and he was like, "Do you know what they call you in the field?" And I was like, "Fat Gandalf." You know what I mean? Like what the
That's
fuck?
dope.
What?
That's dude. You kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
From the other side of
I
a
would be proud
of a
of
high
that.
building, I just hear, "None shall pass," and I look back. I was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna do what I want." That type of shit. You know?
In my head, I'm going.
I don't really give a fuck about what those motherfuckers say.
Yeah, how
You know what I
could
mean? Because they don't affect me in you know my daily shit. During this whole COVID shit, I was worried about somebody catching it, and in the shop there's like 30 of us, and then the office there's like another 20 people in there. So it
all
was a
the
matter
HEPA
of time.
filters.
It was a matter of time. They're all Scientologists. So vaccines, everything that has to do with the doctor, anything like that, they're all like,
Adhesives.
they don't want, you know, they're gonna fucking
Tom Cruise's eyebrows.
yeah, that heals shit.
Yeah,
that
that's
heals
weird,
shit.
That's weird stuff, dude. Whatever, man. Pot of gold is right, dude. Seriously.
So
That's interesting.
with that whole thing, the entire office, nobody wore masks. In the entire shop, nobody wore masks. Safety guy, okay, this is the thing, and I don't really give a shit right now anyway, but safety guy, turns out that his wife had it for 2 weeks, didn't tell anybody in work. His wife was quarantined in the west wing of his house or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
he has a wing.
He didn't get sick, but he wore a mask, and he was one of the only guys who wore a mask. One of the main owners was like, "Fuck that! I'm not wearing a mask. I don't believe in this shit." Right? Then all of a sudden, I kept telling people in the office or in the shop, I'm like, one of us is going to get it, and it's going to decimate everybody here. You know what I mean? So one guy got it, and like 6 of us got it right away, and then everybody backed off. Like when it came out, they were like, "You have to automatically, if you got a fever, you have any sort of symptoms at all, you have to take you're fucking in quarantine." And there were no tests at that time. There was none available. There's nothing. You know what I mean? It was very few and far between. And so Jamie had a fever. So I was off for 3 weeks. They still paid me, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have COVID the first time. She didn't get sick. She didn't, you know what I mean? Just had a fever. It was gone in a couple days. They made me stay out for 2 weeks. So then when I did get it, which is really weird because it was one of the other drivers had it, and he was wearing a mask. He just kept his mask up, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just not feeling very good." And I'm like, "Dude, you got COVID?" And he goes, "I don't know. I'm going to go get tested tomorrow." So he's at work.
Doesn't taste like it.
Would everybody, you know what I mean? Well, he kept saying, "I can't really smell that well." And I'm like, "You do know that's a symptom, right, motherfucker? Like, you're in here touching everything."
We're not here to talk about your hygiene, but
But then my boss got it, right? He had a mask on. I had a mask on. He pulled his down. I pulled mine down. Anyway,
Yeah, you touch.
so
Touch.
we were like this far apart,
Gingerly,
loading a fucking pallet. And before I knew it, I was sick.
it was a gentle trade of.
Yep.
We just,
It was a
was
a
quick.
single
It
Dutch
was a gentle-
rudder. It was
gentle
a single Dutch rudder, not the double.
It wasn't the tandem Monroe.
there was
but
no,
it
there was no finger cuff involved.
It wasn't
So-
a Romanian tug. It wasn't none of those, dude.
If it's, dude, fuck all that, man.
Yep.
If it's not a fucking rusty trombone, it is shit. Fucking
Yep.
get up all on that rusty sheriff's badge. You fucking
It's called the Norwegian
Yeah.
sheep's head.
Shit, yeah.
That's where you just on the. Never mind. Never
Ketchup?
mind. On the tip. Yep. On the tip. Yep. On
Twist,
the tip.
twist the tip.
It's
Just
funny.
punch
It's
the
like
tip.
yeah.
So with all the time that you had off, with all the time that you guys were,
built squirrel fucking.
what kind of music were you? Did you find any good music? Did you find anything?
Yep.
What kept you busy through this whole nonsense?
My fascination with macaroni art. That's top notch.
I did a lot of self.
You're like the Picasso of macaroni.
I am, and I'm proud to say that
practice my mantra.
I mean, dude, honestly, it turned to like
self whittled too.
I think I turned into What About Bob?
Yeah?
Halfway through all this, yeah. Those moments where you're just like, in a room by yourself, like, maybe reciting, some sort of, poetry or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that there were a lot of awkward times where I would be sitting in a room like, what's going on? Like, really talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm just saying. I thought we were being honest here, guys.
I built picnic tables for squirrels.
That's right, you did. By the way,
You literally
you
did.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
not
They were
even
awesome,
a
too.
fucking joke, dude.
They were
You
dope.
you really
Yeah.
did. Now, does your squirrel still come around, or did you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You have multiples, or
Yeah,
just?
there's tons of them in the backyard. Put a cob of corn out there, they fuck it up in like a half hour. Put
What do the
peanuts-
neighbors
peanuts
think of
out
that
there.
shit? Do they get pissed off that you got fucking
No, dude.
friends?
Dude, and people don't give a shit in Minneapolis. The old folks are all dead that used to shoot them, man. I mean, honestly, nobody really gives a fuck. That's
Right.
it, They're
Yeah.
just squirrels, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? They're just.
How
just
do
trying
you
to get
know?
by
You don't
too.
know that squirrel's life, dog.
I do.
It's rough
I
on
do.
these
Larry,
streets.
Larry grew up in the streets,
Man, you
but I
gotta-
tell you, man,
how
he
you
moved
know
up.
is
Hey
you
man,
come around in
you
the
can't
fall.
Top of the oak,
You can't
dude.
hustle acorns like you used to, dog.
I
That's
know,
what I'm
I
saying.
know.
You come
I
around
know.
in the fall and you see the chonklers, man.
The chonklers.
Man.
Oh,
These
yeah,
chonkosauruses
yeah.
walking
Oh,
around
man,
all fat
like,
and sassy,
yeah.
man, looking at you like, what do you got on my
Yeah.
chips?
Yeah.
They'll sit outside. I
Yep.
used to have that pet squirrel at the shop.
Yeah.
She used to sit outside the window being like, where's my cookie at? And
Yeah.
I'd give her
She'd come up right to the door. I remember
She'd
sitting
sit on
that,
that,
seeing that
she'd
shit.
come sit next to me, hide behind me when dogs would walk by and stuff. She was awesome.
On the stairs over there?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize she got that friendly.
Oh, dude. Yeah, she'd come over and grab stuff right out of my hand and just hang out. Brought her one of the young ones over to get stuff from us once.
No shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty awesome.
Kept her
Oh,
in
so
my
she's
little-
no longer
No,
around?
she
or
got
what?
one of those parasites from the raccoons,
Ooh.
And I saw her walking all crooked, like they call it like drunk squirrel something. And I had to pick her up one day and set her up so she could eat. And I saw her
Drunken
one
monk.
last time, and I had to let it go because I was too attached. I was just like, no. I never saw her again.
But you still got lots of squirrel buds.
Yep. Every now and then you just see one. Every now and then I do that. I know they don't care, and I know they're like, this dude's weird, but I will point at a squirrel and I do the I have something,
Yeah.
And then I do the.
Come on, motherfucker. Yeah,
I do this. Like that is not. I'm positive.
Squirrel talk?
You don't know how deep
That
you
is
offend
not
a
how
That's
you
squirrel.
southern
call a
squirrel
squirrel.
talk. That's southern
Is that
squirrel
like when he
talk,
goes,
not northern.
For
Yep.
a cat?
Do they go? I wonder if they go by like a name, because I've yelled like names, and maybe it's just the
Charlie!
volume. Yep.
And dogs, you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
People do that with dogs
Yep.
for cats.
When I was a kid, it was always kitty, kitty, kitty,
Yeah.
kitty. Yeah, I kept it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything
I
was
don't get
kitty.
that.
You didn't
Yeah.
say like,
Yep.
like
Damn you,
no
kitty!
fucking names, dude.
But
What's
you
that
know
cat's
damn
name?
well
Cat?
everybody talks to their animals that like baby
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
You have to, man. You have to.
They
dude.
love it.
Yes, you do. It doesn't matter if it's a parrot, a squirrel, any sort of marsupial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A dog, a cat, anything, man. It's like you
You got to baby him, dude.
you
You
do,
seriously
man.
do, man. You
no,
don't-
I
you
know.
don't have a bunch
I know.
of
It's good
time.
times, man.
With those.
My
fucking
dog is
animals.
such a fucking pussy, man. It's unbelievable. My old lady will go to the bathroom and he'll come running down the stairs. And she's, where the fuck did she go, dude? Where
Yep.
did she go? He won't even come near me until she
Like,
enters the
yeah,
room.
but then what does that say about you?
That he doesn't like
Like,
me.
fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she gets up to leave, and you're like, oh, shit. You left me in the room with this dude. He farts. Man, like,
Yeah, but when
straight
he
up.
gets up to go out of the room and he comes back, the dog is like,
Yep.
"Oh, it's you.
Yeah, he smells like
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, you got anything?
My dog's name's Deuce, and I'll call him Doogie. Doogie, Dugenheimer Schmitz. I'll call him that. I mean, they've got fucking
It
8,000
changes.
names
It's
from. Yeah.
very
That's how it
organic.
is, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Gary. I
Never
don't know why I
Gary.
do that. Kevin?
No.
Okay.
No. Steven.
I still want to get a baby goat and name him
What do you-
Kevin. I do. I want a baby goat. I can't have one, but I do. I want to get a goat. I know I couldn't handle it. I don't have the patience for a fucking baby goat.
Jackie says, "What's with you guys? What's with you big guys and little critters?"
What makes us feel good because we can protect it.
Yeah, maybe. I've got a little Chihuahua, so I'm.
Maybe to us, everyone's a little critter.
Yeah.
This is
That's why we
true.
protect everybody.
To her too, though. That's the thing is she's got a pug, and that's a little critter.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So-
Well, we had two, but no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both really want another dog, but we don't think we could handle it right at this moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do want another.
Training them, it's just tough. You just got Ruby too, right? That's got to be from having an older dogs. You have 2 dogs, right?
We had to.
Okay.
Yeah. Memphis passed away, and then Rufus was really he was depressed, dude.
Right.
Not anything like himself.
Right.
And we just decided we had to get somebody for him, so we started looking at the adoption pages and saw
Yeah.
her. When we went there, I wasn't mentally ready. I'm still messed up over losing because it was. We'll get into it some other time, but
Yeah.
it was gnarly. And when we went to see her, I looked at her, and from the pictures, I thought she was bigger, and she was just this
Little bitty
cute
thing.
little thing. And I think part of what we got it for was I grabbed her and I had her in the thing, and she was like all wily, but I picked her up and I'm like, touching her, and the lady's like, the foster's looking over like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's like this big dude with this tiny little thing. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
little scoots to it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm done holding her. I don't want to get attached.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it at all. And then all of a sudden we're going to get her. And we had to wait for like 3 weeks because there was Valentine's Day coming up. And they had a kiss thing for them where the dogs get to have kisses and stuff. You get to go and play with them.
You have a very, very
She's
very
ridiculous,
cute dog.
dude.
Very,
Yeah,
very
she's cute.
She got up at
Absolutely.
like 3 in the morning because I
Absolutely.
got up to go to the bathroom, and Johanna was upstairs, and she was yelling down the stairs because apparently she heard me, and she got up. So she came downstairs, jumps in, cuddles, and licks, and does everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm just chilling, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta go outside." So
Yeah.
I let her outside. She's out there for like 10
She like
minutes.
said that to you?
Pretty much. We know you know how the dogs
Yo,
are. They'll give you
dude.
that look like I could do it in here or out there.
You got a choice. She gave you a choice.
Yeah. So I went and let her out. And she
Paw
came back
number
in.
1.
Yeah.
We can do it
3
here.
in the morning. She wants to go upstairs at 4 in the morning. So I'm like, okay, I let her upstairs. And then I lay in bed to go to bed, and I'm like, eyes closed, everything's off. Where's my birth certificate? You know what I mean? In your head, the things you think about when you're trying to go to bed. You know, everybody, did I finish that thing? What do I have tomorrow? What's going on? I
am I
wonder what the
thinking-
weather's going to be like. Dude,
am I
enchiladas sound so good.
During this whole COVID shit,
Yeah.
I had way too much of that. Like my mind was all over the fucking
Yeah,
place.
dude, big
when
time.
when I was,
time.
I was working through the whole thing, but yet, dude, I didn't really go out much before that shit. Before the shit went down, so it wasn't like a huge adjustment. But when you couldn't go out, you know what I mean? Like when you can't go outside and gave you the fucking, you know what I mean? Like you had to be in. That's when it started to get tense.
You know what it is? It's how I feel about a lot of things in life.
Yeah?
Which is like I have a hard time when people tell me what to do. My inner Matt instantly wants to do the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm an adult
Yeah.
and I'm a professional.
He wanted
and
to
I-
rage against the machine.
Right. Well, you know what it is, but you know what I'm saying. Like it just that, and now it's like, yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of excited for things to open up a little bit, but I'm still really nervous. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not going to change the mask at work.
Yeah.
If you want a tattoo, you're going to come in, you're going to put a mask on. I'm working too close to people.
Yeah.
And people are going to get the idea that there's already so many people out there that don't believe it's real or don't do any of that stuff. That's all fine and dandy until, you
On
have to
your
learn-
time.
Yeah, on your time. But you're coming in to pay for a service from me. It's still my shop.
Yeah.
That's my baby. And the people that work with me, they're my kids. They're my coworkers and my family.
Right.
I'm going to protect all of us. You know what I
Right.
mean? And if you don't want to do it, I don't need anybody's money that bad. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's
Right.
just like, go someplace else. I'm not your guy then, you know?
Right.
You know, you can go to Timmy's
I think
fucking tailgate
there's gonna be a
tattoos and
lot
do
of that. There's gonna be a lot of that shit where people are used to it now. I'm used to having one of them motherfuckers around my neck all the time.
I got one
I'd
now.
been taking it off to come in here.
I love
like,
looking
you know.
I love walking into places looking like, where's my motorcycle, motherfucker? I really enjoy that.
Actually,
I don't
you
like
look
them.
more
I
like you
fucking
just got
hate
done
them.
singing with Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Right.
So
That's
come
usually when I
on,
take my
Ali.
mask off,
Just
dude.
look
Yeah,
at
my
your bandana
my,
and shit.
yeah, my beard is like, smushed into my ear
Release the
hole.
beard.
You know?
That's the weird smells you were talking about
It
earlier.
is. It must
It's all
be.
in your beard, your
It must
flavor
be.
saver.
That's a delicious.
That's why I keep it short.
You had to cut yours down quite a bit too, didn't you? You were starting to get like fucking.
like skin irritations and lesion though.
You were starting to look like Castro's
No,
balls.
it was like just raw skin, like
From huffing.
Well, that's why I
huffing
made
stuff.
that comment. Like, man, this is just your breath is just too much, man. Your breath is just full of germs and bacteria.
Filthy Castro.
Not mine, yours. I'm talking about yours.
For sure.
Mine smells like mint and babies. Never mind. Breath. That's what I was gonna go.
I always forget that
Nice
you
recovery
work
on
with-
that one.
You work with those old dudes that smoke cigarettes, eat dark chocolate, and breathe and coffee breath in the morning. And
Oh God.
like the empty gut coffee
The
breath.
dudes that you
Ooh,
can smell,
sour.
you can smell their breath through their mask and through your mask.
There's
Yeah,
an old
there's a
lady I
couple
work
of
with that's
dudes.
like that. She is fucking nasty smelling, dude. She's fucking ugh. It's like red wine and desperation, dude. It's horrible.
I have one dude, and I don't think he smokes, but he's like a coffee dude. Like that thing is just like all day bitter black coffee.
Ooh, and that gingivitis is
Yeah,
kicking
dude.
too.
It's like, man, did you take every asshole out of the bag and lick it, or did you just like squeeze open, cut the corner and squeeze it into your
Yeah.
mouth
That's no
because it is
joke, dude.
hot. That is a.
We had a math teacher in like high school, and he would like his thing was cigars and like coffee and stuff. And you'd be working on something, he'd come over and lean over to talk to you. You'd be like,
They do
It's like,
this talk where
yeah.
it's like really breathy.
Yeah.
I bet your
Come
teeth
on,
duck when
man.
you breathe, don't they? It's
Yeah.
just like, damn.
Listen, I know.
Mr. Gray was the guy for me, man. This motherfucker had some hot fucking duty breath,
Smell like a
dude. It
skunk
was
fart.
bad.
Right. Yep.
Smelled like he was chewing on a diaper and fucking.
Man, your breath smell. They look like raccoon shit. What the hell?
You know when you take a really healthy one and it's sticking out of the fucking water and you're like, damn, that's really, really bad.
Wow.
You know, it's not.
I cannot keep it in. This is crazy. What is going on with this?
Have you guys ever
Am I
heard about the
sick?
wall drug in Minneapolis at First Avenue?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
Just so, okay, we're in the entry, and I think H2O was playing this night with like Pennywise and stuff like that, but we're in the entry. And I'm bartending and I'm doing all this thing, and Nick Sedek was doing fucking sound and everything. So somebody's in the bathroom, right? And somebody comes out, one of the guys in the band, goes, "You got to see this." I'm like, "What?" So
It's right around the
I
corner
walk around
from
the
where
corner,
you are.
right?
Yeah.
And there's a shit sticking above the toilet seat, like that, like the size of like a king can, but then bigger.
Ow.
You know what
So
I mean?
a Foster's
like
can.
a thermos. You know what I mean?
Foster's can.
Big, no, it wasn't that quite that round, but it was good. You know what I mean? But I just start laughing and shit. So we're rolling.
So
and
like
stuff.
a tall, skinny
And,
thermos.
Yeah, I don't know who else came down where they're like, dude, we got to save it. You know, 'cause it was,
No
so somebody's trying
way,
to find
dude.
an empty fucking
Tennis ball, like
no, an
Pringles
empty,
can?
the old cherry fucking containers, right? So we're saying that like we got people watching it, so nobody goes in there and wrecks it. You know what I mean?
Watching it.
I don't know who it was. I don't
Fuck this
remember because
shit.
like I was probably drinking while I was bartending and shit, you know. But somebody's like, "It's Minneapolis's wall drug." You know what I mean? We gotta put it on shirts. Like I saw the shit in the entry. You know what I mean? It's like a rite of passage. But then we started charging people 50 cents to see it, like right away. So we had somebody standing out there. They fork over 50 cents so they could go in and take. We didn't have camera phones or anything, so there was nothing like that. But people were like, "Wow, like that's amazing," you know.
Substantial. That is.
And then, so what
a
happened was
cornucopia.
Nick was pissed because we were like taking up space and stuff. So he went in there with like a drumstick and broke it. And I don't remember who came back, but you remember Blake, right? Blake
Yeah,
went in there and
yeah.
saw it. He came out. He was dying. All of a sudden, he's like, "Ah, oh!" And he grabs his ass. He goes, "Somebody's got to be at the hospital." Like that shit, dude. I was rolling. But Nick went in there and broke it all up with a drumstick. So one of the guys from H2O goes, "I guess we know who did that." And oh, dude, it was a whole fucking thing, dude. But that turd, it was just like, to this day, dude, there's legends.
drug.
It was just like, wow, dude, like who did that shit? Somebody who was into pearl diving. We don't know. It could have been like the smallest chick that was in the room. It could have been anybody, dude. It could have been Nick. It could have been
Loch Ness
anyone.
Monster.
I just
We
know it
don't
wasn't
know.
me,
We don't
but it was
know.
impressive, dude. Like I've never seen anything with that majestic ever since,
And
dude.
isn't
I've
this
heard stories.
Isn't this the bathroom that has the saloon, the half a fucking wall and the saloon doors?
No.
No.
I don't need half a wall and then a saloon door in the front.
That's
of it.
upstairs.
Yeah.
This
okay.
one's in the entry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude,
This
I
one's-
was at a
yeah.
Target and went into the bathroom one day and fucking, you got this much of the poo sticking out. So it's curled like this in the bowl, right? So you got a little bit sticking out like this far on
the
the
hammock
front
shit, dude.
towards where your fucking pecker would touch,
crescent.
right? So
It's the crescent
the
shit.
crescent. But this is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like you said, Pringles can style, right? Long.
There it is, a Pringles can. Yeah.
So I gotta pee and I kick the fucking thing and it goes, but it's got a bundle of toilet paper on it, so it's like a teepee on the top of it. So I hit the and it just kind of like shifted
It's a
it. So
camper.
so
It had
now
a
you
sleeping
see the
bag.
full girth of this bitch, right? Either the water, like you add water to a loaf of bread and it just boom like that.
Yeah.
So it was skinny on one end and it got Foster's can in the middle and then skinny on the other end. But I'm like trying to pee to the side of the bowl so I don't, fucking.
Splash, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was bad. Then I was like, just a courtesy, kick that motherfucker, and it just like stripped it off like a skirt, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh.
This motherfucker dude, it was bad, man. This motherfucker had like a box of honeycombs in it. And
Wow.
It was
And
bad.
a zip code. It
Yeah.
was.
It was a cornback rattler. That just reminds me of the fucking, remember the porta potties over at Scotty's place when we had that outdoor music thing over at Scotty's?
Yeah.
Dude, there was the fucking Aztec pyramid. You opened it up to it, and I swear to God, there was a ceremony going up on top of that shit. It's like, dude,
Did
how
someone
did people
die up
even
there?
hover that tall? Like, how did you have friends to hold each thigh? Because that was a Brutus. Somebody put a Brutus in there, dude. That was like the one that told all the other shits that they didn't matter as much. It was the Emperor shit at the top of that fucking dude. There was, and here's what really fucked my game up. Didn't see a fucking lick of toilet paper anywhere. It was just a bunch of fucking droppers, dude. If you can't shit like a dog, you got no business walking around after that.
No,
And
that's
people
it.
were banging. People were banging in all those tents out in that fucking field and shit, man. I was just like, dude, somebody's out there making that fucking face, like fucking. Oh, dude, it's just like. Oh.
Yeah, but you could tell by the size of it that something slammed shut. So I would think that maybe it wasn't like,
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I know a dude who was out at that show, man. He was probably trying to get some of that action.
I think the mic might have caught that one. I might have to beep, boop, boop. Yeah, well.
It's a dog. It's a famous dog.
Yeah.
Anyhow, just a little bit on my chin.
Oh, shit.
If I can't see you, it doesn't count.
Let me. Was that not hilarious though, dude?
All the fucking things I made and sending those shits back and
God,
forth.
dude.
If I can't see you, it doesn't count.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Okay, so one of his like arch nemesis. No, it's like a guy that like fucked with him back in the day, and I found out some shit about him, right? And I sent it to him. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, you got to hear this. So I sent it to him. And, in normal circumstances, who really gives a fuck?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
neither
saying?
one of us didn't. It was just who it was.
Yeah, it was totally who it was because he's like that extra like macho band guy that like tries to bang chicks. You know what I mean? Like he's just overconfident, huge ego type of dude.
Most of them.
And then, you know what I mean? Somebody walks in on him and he's fucking blowing some dude.
Yeah.
So it was so good that I had to tell Jason, and then Jason went off the fucking deep end.
I was rolling though.
Dude, he made so many like fucking parade pictures and shit,
we weren't
dude.
doing it
Oh
like,
my God.
Not even to shame them, but to be like, how can you be such a dick to these people that you're fucking actually trying to be? And I get that because that's a fucked up thing to live like that.
Yeah.
But man, kick the door open, come out that closet and do your thing, man. Live.
I think people, dude. I know a cat that I've been around forever, and he's a big boy like us. You know what I'm saying? Who just came out. You know what I mean?
Dope,
and I told him, I was like, good for you, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I asked him like, how did you know? And he's like, I've been married, I've had girlfriends and all this. He's just like, I messed around with a dude when I was younger, and I was like, so this whole time you were just like, I'm gonna try everything and just decide to do your thing.
With it, dude.
No, there isn't, and I was like, I was happy for him because you could really tell that he was free from it. You know what I mean? Like really holding it down. And he sat like when he told his mom, I went over to his place, I sat down, and he like cried. You know what I'm saying? Like just borderline. He was fucking. You could tell he was happy. He was happy that he did it.
Think about how miserable that is for somebody that hides that for so fucking long.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
And that's the thing, like with all of us, like at least the guys in this room that I know, we never fucking would ever condemn people. Like we just never have, dude. We embrace it, dude. That shit's fun, dude. I'm loving it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and to hear people like, that's another thing I won't even get into. But the whole like with the scene and stuff like that, dude. You gotta. It's such a touchy fucking thing, dude. Yeah. And like people should be able to live how they want to live without your fucking 2 cents or anybody else's 2 cents. It's like nobody slaps a sailor's cock out of your mouth when you're having a good time. Why are you fucking with this dude?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like do your thing, dude.
Right.
Whatever floats your fucking boat, live.
Yeah.
Happy.
Mind your own shit. Exactly.
Happy. That's it, man.
Like all the shit I'm talking about, dude. We're too old to not be fucking happy, dude. We're on the we're on the other side of that mountain.
I have. Here's the thing, man. Is that like. I'm pretty old school, you know what I mean? Like I grew up in a lot of bigotry as a kid. You know what I mean? My grandfather was a bigot. There's a lot, there's a lot of fucking racism. There's a lot of homophobia. There's a lot of shit like that in my family. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around it, if you weren't doing something right, you were derogatory, you were a faggot. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
I was a skateboarder. We were always fags.
My daughter has a lot of gay friends, right? And I had to correct her the other day. And I've had a couple of my gay friends come and say things to me like, dude, people look up to you and you say things like it's derogatory, like it's negative to be who we are. You know what I mean? And that's not cool.
Yeah.
And I apologize. And it's like, dude, don't be sorry, be better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I can firmly admit that I'm just old school and that was in my head. And I try not to use those words. I try not. Been trying to be a different kind of person.
It might just be a word to us, but to somebody else it's something different.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think it's just really important that people realize that you got to let people be happy for what they are.
Being funny and all these things, it's really hard to live in today's kind of like atmosphere socially. Right. You know what I mean? Because everything's changed, and that's what it is. Change is the constant. That's the only thing that ever is 100% true. What's
Danielle D says, I have a photo of a poo in the shape of an exclamation point if you gentlemen are interested.
Oh.
Absolutely, I'm interested. We want to see that shit. Post it on my Facebook wall right now, and I'll actually show these guys because that shit's hilarious. If you got a shit shot, send it on over, dude. We'll giggle it up. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's got to be worthy. It can't just be a run-of-the-mill turd. There's got to have some character to it.
Yeah, there's got to be some characters.
Or a good story behind it.
Yeah, good stories are
right.
Yeah, top notch.
So I'm in a field, right? You know what I mean? Stop me if you've heard this.
So I'm running at top speed.
Right. I forgot about the Imodium I took earlier.
That's when the monkey came out.
Hold the banana. It was really
you know
weird.
What? If I had a dime for every time I said when I came to with shit on my knee, there you go.
Wow, dude. But yeah, it's just a weird thing, watching people. Like, I don't mind people's pronouns, but don't get mad at me if I called you something by what I saw before you even introduced yourself or gave me a pronoun to say.
Right.
Don't hold that against me.
That shit fucks with me, dude, because I don't know. I don't know this stuff,
No.
man. I just don't. And
I
don't have like a guru, person that has, their pronoun, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have somebody to sit me down and go, this, and this. Here's a list.
Yeah.
We've got a list of this. Make sure, check,
And a list that
They put erasers on
constantly-
pencils. Like, we all screw up. I'm going to make a mistake.
But it's something that constantly changes.
Yep.
And, some of these things, like, I have no problem with, and there's a lot of things I see, and it seems like just a social mark, like a social fucking spot to, like, for people to, like, be seen, or I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just like, do you really believe in what you're doing, or
Right.
are you doing this because everybody else around you is doing? At least when you're running with the crowd, at least you're running somewhere, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So it's just like that kind of bums me out sometimes, because I guess people being genuine, you know what I mean? It's hard to figure out who's really doing it and who's doing it because their best friend did it, you know what I mean? And that is so foreign to me because I'm so far removed from that age where a lot of people used to do it with other things, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's a different thing.
Don't be mad. I still have white friends at school.
Yeah, exactly. I hate you.
Not me.
I hate
That's
when
like the thing
people
that-
don't tolerate other cultures and beliefs and the Dutch.
Take the fudge away.
Save me
What
from
about what they
myself.
did?
What's up, Goldie? How you doing? Chris Goldberg says, "What's up?
What's up, Chris? Sir?
What's cracking? What's cracking?"
Keeping Ohio golden or what?
He is.
I
Todd
know.
Young, time for me to get some ink, he said. Todd wants to come down and get tattooed. He's got, him and his boys actually want to get Forever Young tattooed on their
Yeah,
forearms.
I think he
dope.
contacted me.
Yeah.
I get contacted by so many people, dude. It's just
Oh, you're still fancy.
Me too, but they always tell
It's
me
hard.
that they want to talk
And-
to me
and my-
about my car warranty.
my ADHD ass doesn't
Me
know
too.
who's like. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get, and then shiny, So it's tough, but.
I actually did one of those, the fucking warranty guy. I drove from Hopkins to Rochester, and I had him on the phone the entire time. I'm like, so what exactly do you guys do? What can you help me with?
Yeah.
He's like, well, what year's your car? I said, 1995
76
Oldsmobile Cutlass. How many miles on it? If it's over 100,000 miles, we can't do anything. I was
14.
like, it's really crazy. I have 60,000 on it. So he was all about trying to let me crunch some numbers for you and get back to you. And he gave me this outrageous fucking like monthly payment. And I was like, no, that's not going to work. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to talk to my wife about that. I don't think, because the car's so old, I don't know if it's a good idea to put more money into it. Well, see, it pays for itself. You know, and he went into this whole thing. And I go, yeah, I don't know. Well, hold on. Okay, just let me talk to my manager. We'll see what we can do. He comes back with a totally different number. I'm like, can I call you back? Do you have a number I could call you back at? You know, the whole thing.
That's why even just hearing you go, that's the best stuff ever. That's comedy gold for
I'm gonna
me,
have to
dude.
go
Yep.
ahead and call you back.
Yeah. So you know something good's coming when you get the
Kicking tires.
So Gary's the name, huh? Is that what we're going with now? Yeah. No. Of course not.
How about the guy when we were at the Devil's Cauldron? What guy was that? Todd, you're gonna have to tell me what guy you're talking about. I don't remember.
Devil's Cauldron.
Yeah, there's got to be a fucking.
do I know that
There's got to be a poop
place?
story or something involved with that. I can't remember exactly.
Where's the Devil's Cauldron?
It is in right outside of. God damn it,
Is it in St. Paul?
Menominee. It's right outside Menominee, I think.
Ah, gotcha. Got you. Okay.
But I think it's the Devil's Punch Bowl is what it's called.
Devil's, is it like a 4-wheel or something like that?
It's a fucking, it's kind of small little waterfall that goes into this little canyon area, and you got to walk down all these crazy stairs. We watched this bigger lady fall down in the thing. And it's like she slid and
It's
she
fucked
like
up, though, and
like
I'm
she
with you.
tried to catch herself, like she slid and like fell forward and was like, but as she was trying to get up, she's like sliding and like spinning around and shit. I'm smoking.
Did it happen in slow motion to make it more glorious?
It really did. She couldn't.
Dude, it's one of those
falling.
you can't because
Help! I'm falling. Ooh, this is gonna take a while. It's just
take a
super
while,
slow. Like it's like it looks like she's actually rolling herself down the hill and shit. That's dope, dude.
Oh yeah, the guy who called me on the phone. Oh yeah, so he's like, can we count on your support with the Trump thing? He's like, who are you voting for? I go, wow, that's pretty personal. Who are you voting for? Well, I'm not very comfortable. Well, then why the hell would I be comfortable telling you my business when you're not like, And he's like, I said something to him about he needed help with that. So God, what the fuck did I say? I had him on the phone for like 20 minutes as we're going down the stairs. I'm smoking a cigar, watching a fat lady fall over. Shit, it's fucking hilarious.
That's the whole scene.
Does he take medication? I think I asked him if he needs medications or some fucking shit. I'm not comfortable talking about that. Well, neither am
Why
I.
am I supposed to be?
Yeah.
my the one I love is, and I've been getting this a lot lately, is the your social security number has been compromised.
Yeah.
You call us now if you don't like. Come on.
Have
Are
you called
kidding?
that number back?
No, I don't.
I've called that number back, and I've had an Indian guy answer, and dude, I had a guy on the phone. I had it on speakerphone and let my wife listen to this guy's fucking thing. He called me. He said I was an international drug dealer, that I had multiple accounts in different countries.
Wow.
And then he asked me for my account number so we could take care. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, if you don't take care of this tax issue, you're gonna have police at your door tonight. And I was like, you might as well send them. You know what I mean? Like, okay, which account do you want?
Yeah.
What are we paying this on? And he's like, what do you mean? How many accounts do you have? I said, you just told me that I have multiple accounts in different countries.
Yeah.
So which fucking account do you want this money from? Because we'll pay this right now. You tell me.
Yeah.
By the end of it, he's like, you motherfucker, fuck you mother, fuck your mother. He just hangs up the phone. So I called him back. Like, hey, we're in a conversation here.
Hey,
like, talk to me, motherfucker.
blocked
you
your
owe
phone, didn't
me
they?
money
Yep.
now, there,
I called
Jerry.
him, I called him a bunch, too.
Dude, I had the same thing happen, and there was a place in Washington, like in some little weird town in Washington, IRS, and they're saying all this stuff. He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look it, man, this is a fucking scam.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, excuse me, sir. No, I'm like, it's bullshit, dude. You're in Washington, and you're on this block. I got your address and all that shit. I'm like, I called the cop. Dude hung up. Like, hung up. I called back, and he answered again. He's like, blah, 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 saying this whole thing, dude. And I'm just like, dude, don't hang up. I'm like, the cops are on their way. So if you're smart, you're going to grab all your fucking computers, and you guys are going to fucking haul
Send
ass out
me
of there,
money.
dude.
Yeah.
And the dude fucking hung up again. Next time I tried to call back,
Beep.
blocked.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
called him from a different phone line, and they weren't doing the same spiel, dude.
Oh,
They,
different
honest
one.
to God, were not. No, they weren't doing anything.
Really?
Like, how can I help you? That's all it was.
Wow.
So I was just like, ooh, I wonder if I actually fucking lit a fire under that ass, dude. That's dope.
I called that dude like 100 times that day. Just called him and called
dude,
him and
if
called
you
him.
look, there's things you can actually get. And at that time, I had a thing for doing background checks and shit.
Yeah.
You can get the exact address where that phone's coming from. And it was like some fucking, like just business
probably
complex
paying-
shit.
I've
pinging off of something.
I've called a bunch of numbers back that had Minneapolis numbers, 612
Yeah.
numbers, and people are like, "What are you talking about? I didn't call you." And I go, "Your phone's been cloned because
Yeah.
your number's been cloned because it's come up on my caller ID."
Yep.
No, I didn't call you. I didn't call you.
That's creepy, dude.
Yes, you
I don't
did,
want people
Billy.
telling me my phone's been cloned. Like, what? Cold counterfeit? What? What was that?
I think
Are
she
you wearing a
cashed
mask, cold counterfeit? Did I say that? I did.
So we were talking about what the fuck were we just talking about?
Turds.
COVID.
Turds, COVID.
COVID. Yep. COVID.
Oh,
Wow.
Adam wanted to know with everything with the let me see here. With the during COVID, did you guys what movies did you guys watch? He said, did you during the
What
lockdown did you
movies?
discover any good movies or watch any classics?
But Breaking Bad. I went through Breaking Bad again.
I-
God, I love that show.
That's a great show.
It's phenomenal. Who's the main actor dude there? What the hell's his name?
That one guy.
The
Billy.
no. What the hell's
I
his
can't-
name? Why
I'm
do
totally
I know.
fucking-
I had a brain fart too. Anyway, the main character.
Charlie.
No, Yeah,
Walter
dude
White?
Yeah, there you go, dude from
Wally.
Malcolm in the Middle.
God damn it. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's a
his
great actor,
Yeah,
man.
he is.
Really, really good actor. A couple other dumb movies, probably more music. Than
Bryan
anything.
Cranston.
There
Thanks,
you go.
Goldie.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
You're the best,
appreciate it.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, that's such a great show.
What did you think of? What did you think
Hot in
about?
here with all those fat guys.
What did you think about the new thing that they did? Did you
The El
watch it?
Camino?
Yeah.
The movie, it got like too serious. Like I don't know, like it's good, but it's one of those where you walk away like, you know, when you watch a movie, dude, and you walk away and you're like, I'm really fucking upset about this. Like I'm really
Dexter.
you know what? I never got into. I like that actor, dude, but I never got into Dexter.
The whole fucking show was great until the very end. It was the worst ending
they're
ever.
rebooting
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But it's so crazy. I fucking loved that show. Same thing with Sons of Anarchy too. I was like really into that show, and then the way it ended, I was.
I'm
like,
watching
this
my
is
shows. Don't bug me.
Sopranos too.
I'm
The way
being a
Sopranos-
biker, Mom. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go get my vest.
I actually know a fucking guy
Has a Sons of Anarchy,
he was such a huge fan that he got his
That's a
hair
good show.
cut like him and shit. Like
That was a
fucking.
good show, dude.
Jax.
He was at a party and his girlfriend, he was like combing his hair and shit. He looks so red. Is it like Jax, baby? Is it like Jax? And I heard it and I was like, I looked over and I was like, you're fucking kidding me right now, dude, you know? And he asked her again. He was like fucking combing his hair. And then I walked away and I started telling everybody. I was like, it's fucking
You
Jax.
have
Tell
to.
her over
You
there.
have
That
to.
shit
It
It would
was
have been
fucking-
so dope
It
if
is
you
your
found a wig
legal
and you came back
duty.
and I'm Gemma. I'm coming to get you.
It is your legal duty to let everybody know to
Oh,
pop
Jesus.
that zit. You have to, dude. You can't let people get away with stuff like that. You can't.
No.
You can't, dude. Seriously, like I could tell some stories too, but there's one that we reminded this individual at other parties.
Yes, Chris.
We would make the noise, and he would get super pissed off about something we caught him doing and what he was saying. I would get that person into a lot of trouble if I said his name, so I won't. But let's just say every time we'd be at a party, you'd walk by and you would hear us go, suck it, suck it, suck it, right? I'll just leave it at that.
I have
Okay?
been at those
Hilarious.
parties when that has happened.
Hilarious.
I've been there.
Shut up,
Yeah.
man. Shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I
shit.
didn't watch it. I don't remember anything I watched, dude.
I know. I was
It
trying
was
to
just
remember
one
too.
endless string of days.
It did.
General
Struggling
malaise.
to find stuff.
Stop shaving. Started eating
Yes.
things I would find laying around. You know, it was COVID.
Yeah, yeah, putting things in mayonnaise.
Go outside and look at the trees. And wonder what the hell.
Why do
life
they
was
call
about.
it? I want to know why they call it Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
It ain't fucking solving anything.
No.
Doesn't make me
There
feel
was no-
fucking better. No.
Ne-
Plants don't grow
Never
back.
paid my fucking bills.
Nope,
I'll tell
nope,
you that.
You can't put, you can't.
Eli says Queen of the South. That's what he watched.
Queen
apparently.
of the South.
Oh,
Y'all been watching Shameless? Shameless. Somebody asked me about Shameless. My wife loves that show, Shameless.
saw the
I've watched a
British
couple things of it. It's,
I watched the British one. I don't think I spent much time watching the American version.
oh, Shameless?
Yeah, the British one was a couple years before.
I
Just
don't
like
know
everything
if I-
that's good that happens here.
Yeah.
TV show wise. Yeah, it was. It was
I watched
actually
so
pretty
much
good.
shit. I
It
don't
was
even
way
know.
gnarlier than the one we saw here.
You're right, though. It does kind of blur. It's like.
I watch a string of the same movies all the time. Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Count of Monte Cristo, Brother, Where Art Thou,
Great movie.
fucking...
Have you seen The Gentleman?
No.
The Guy Ritchie?
Guy Ritchie?
Yeah. It's the
Is it-
latest one he did with.
Did he
Colin
release it?
Farrell. Yeah, it's Hugh Grant, Colin Farrell.
Nope.
You gotta watch it. Colin Farrell's the shit in that movie.
I haven't seen... What is it called? The Gentleman?
What's his name? Jax is in it too. Yeah, it's called The Gentleman.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
I think it's The Gentleman.
Is that where he
Yeah.
slaps the shit out of a bunch of dudes in the
Dude,
fucking shop?
Fuck. Fucking Colin Farrell's pulling a dude out of a trunk, and his last name is Fuck, and he's trying to tell him to shut the fuck up. And I'm telling you, dude, it's a great movie.
I'll
Dude.
check
Colin
that out.
Farrell, dude, and I honestly like after what is
The
it?
Big
True
Ugly.
Detective. I did not.
I watched that. Have
Big
you guys
Ugly?
The Big Uglies?
It's an older movie, isn't it?
Last
wanna
year.
know about food.
Last year. What about what about food, dude? What
I
the
don't fucking even know.
That
I
was
smell
fantastic.
cinnamon rolls.
Christ,
Stroke
dude.
it out. Stroke it out.
Frank fucking Gallagher, he said.
Yep.
Frank fucking Gallagher.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know. It was The last year was it was a
It is,
whirlwind of
again,
fucking what the
it
hell
is.
is going on, dude. It was like watching life from someplace else, dude. It really was, because people literally were like, when we couldn't go outside when they had that shit going on,
Yeah.
dude, it was really like, what are we watching? I don't know. It's the screen, you know, like it could have been like Carol Ann, Carol Ann, you know. We don't even fucking know what was going on, you know.
Ant racist.
What's that sound upside?
What-
Did
if
you smell
someone-
something? You know, that shit.
I can't sit still. Jamie's been trying to get me to watch a couple different shows, and I just can't sit still. I feel like with all of the shit through COVID and getting COVID and like sitting and doing absolutely nothing, when I sit down, I can't. I have to either tie dye. I have to fucking play a
got
video
COVID
game.
all over again when
I
you sit
can't.
down.
I just cannot stay on
You know
idle.
what? I watched a bunch of anime, I think.
Did you?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like weird movies and shit like him.
I was just thinking about it. I've watched movies about I watch shows about surviving in the woods, dude. Seriously, I just was thinking about this as we're talking about it. I'm like,
I learned
I'm
the
fucking
facts of
weird.
life from watching the facts of
yeah,
life.
seriously, how to live in fucking Alaska on nothing but elk meat and fucking
What the fuck
badger
is that
fat.
show? The fucking the
Naked
Lone
and Afraid?
Survivor one? No, it's
The one I watched is called Life Below.
Alone?
In Alaska.
Alone.
Where they drop you off on the island. And
Yeah,
that
but
dude-
there's like they're all over the island, and
Yeah.
they like
Are they naked?
no.
That's
But they
naked.
drop
and
you off
alone.
there with
Naked
like
alone.
That's
a
fucked up.
backpack and some shit and like
Yeah.
a gun and whatever for hunting, and
Yeah.
you gotta build your own house and all
Is
that.
it like?
I'll get into shit on YouTube, man, and I'll just fucking go down a rabbit
Yes,
hole, dude.
I would agree. I'm a YouTube fanatic. I watch some. Seriously, I've gotten this shit where like the German Sparkle Party, where you get these little gems in searching. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You ever
You've
seen
never
this?
seen the German Sparkle
No.
Party?
It's a YouTube. It's a song, dude. It's German Sparkle Party. Everybody, whoever is listening to this, look up German Sparkle Party. It's a video. It's
Oh, Jesus.
messed up but funny.
German Sparkle Party.
Dude, oh my god.
Oh my
it's
god, I
great.
want to watch it, but
Phenomenal.
I can't do it. I don't want to get pulled off the air because of
Right, yeah.
Right?
with
No,
YouTube.
it's not inappropriate. It's just funny. It's just mildly inappropriate, I guess. I think it's one of those where they meant to be kind of serious about
Yeah.
it, but it doesn't come
There was
off that way.
Yeah.
You don't
there
think
was no
so?
way- No, there was no way they could have been. I mean, if they were, kudos,
It's good stuff,
but
dude.
What are some of the fucking gold that you've sent me in the last couple days, Jason? You've sent me some fucking
He always
really
sends
good
me
ones,
gold,
I
dude.
got
dude.
so many, dude.
I gotta look
Dude,
now,
the one he couldn't stop is the black dude, the dick pic one. You
Oh,
remember what I'm
dude, I
talking
was sending
about?
those shit to
The
everybody,
fucking
dude.
one I'm watching
Dude,
it. I'm like,
Kulo
what is this?
Breaker,
I don't
the
see
shit
it.
that you've been,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
Kulo Breaker is fucking
Dude, the hamburger meat one,
hilarious,
where,
dude.
where it focuses in, you see all the shots of the hamburger, and as it gets closer, you see old dude with his
Or the one he sent me
Dude,
the
just
one.
this of the sky,
No.
and you hear.
That's what I was going to tell you about,
It's
the
hilarious,
helicopter.
dude,
But
yeah.
you know what? The other one that is a gem for me that I absolutely love, and he sent it to me a long time ago. It's the fucking Hulk Hogan in the Hulk Hogan in the Hulk Hogan in the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I can't look at that dude
Yeah.
without I will bust into tears laughing so hard because it looks like his hair, dude. That's his mustache looks like his hair. His mustache looks
Dude,
like his
the
hair.
moth, the death head moth.
Yeah.
When you scroll in, it's the fucking black dude sitting there with the hog. That shit is fucking hilarious.
No, my favorite was the lightning, where there's a storm in the clouds.
You kind of see it in
You
the
see
background.
The silhouette. Dude, the video you sent me the other day with the fucking guy that Asian dude pounding them ribs down. The brother's like looking at it. He's about to take, like, sets the rib back down. Like, God damn, this motherfucker. Had you see that video? It's a fucking Asian
my
guy, and he's
God,
just
dude.
like,
Eating ribs.
Dude, he's
dude, he
pulling
takes
meat.
the rib and he goes, whoa,
He's a
like that.
professional. He's a
Dude, and he
professional,
just drops the fucking the rib bone out, and he's like, it just fucking takes the meat off these ribs, man, and like, you gotta watch it, dude, because it is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, there's so many good ones, man. I find some of the best shit.
This is probably the best memes.
This dude is
See that?
fucking it up.
He just worked one. Watch it. Here we go again.
Watch him, black dude. Watch him. He's just like,
Dude, right?
What was dude?
Dude, he's like, what?
Crazy, dude. What is?
dude,
Is
you
that
sent me some
possible?
motherfucking gems,
What about the
man.
kid that was? Did I send you the kid who was on the fucking bike?
Dude,
in
the fucking-
exercise place?
the-
He's like fucking, and he just looks like a Muppet, dude.
The fucking the
I sent you that one too.
No. No, you did. You did.
Oh,
you
that
did.
shit's the gender.
So this,
the
I was
gender
gonna say,
reveal
like, this
party.
is the year the definitely of memes and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Good fucking good memes, dude.
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
count
dude, the bicycle seat one.
Oh,
So he sent me one that's got a spring in the post of the bicycle seat, and it's one of those setup bikes where it just sits on the side of the road, and as this dude sits down on it, it fucking plunges up your fucking ass, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's crazy,
There's some
dude.
magic there.
No.
Dude,
It's not magic.
walking
That's-
away doing this shit. Oh,
Oh, dude, look at that one.
right in your bum. Yeah, it's good. This is good podcast stuff right here. Hey, buddy, Goldie, you have a great night, buddy.
Yeah, be good, Chris.
Real men don't look like they. He said, "Nice to see you, Matthew, Jason, and Greg. Next week. Have a good night, buddy."
Yeah, you too.
Cheers. Yeah, I got.
I'd tuck you in there, Goldberg, but sorry.
So did you guys like get into any alcohol drinking or anything? I know a lot of people
Dude,
that
I've
really
got a-
did some fucking
so-
drinking.
I have a new thing for wine now.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Red,
I'm like-
white, rosé,
Oh no, dude, it's all girl.
Pinot Noir.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, I'm definitely I like girly drinks, dude. It's a sweet wine. It's just a sweet wine.
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is that, dude? What in the fuck?
dude.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Makes
That
for-
one rolled on.
Fucking
Makes for fantastic podcasting right here.
plank. What's a toe plank? What is that? That is weird, dude. That's fucked up.
So how
Every
did
time he comes into a room here,
Every time he comes in the room, you hear this. Oh, hey,
you guys see the fucking
you're dragging something there, bro.
the toes with the Oompa Loompa, the lady
dude,
with the
I
posted
oh
that.
my
Yeah,
god,
that shit's
dude.
awesome.
That shit was ridiculous.
oh yeah, that dude always catches fish with his feet.
Feet are kind of gross though.
They
They really are.
Mine are foul, dude. Horrible.
Dude, these things are beasts,
Yeah.
dude. Like, oh yeah, they've been in Lord of the Rings. Pretty sure that may have fought.
Hobbit
Yeah, they
foot.
fought
Hobbit feet?
orgs. You know. Yeah, these things are brutal, dude.
So how did you come about your wine fascination all of a sudden?
I don't remember. I think we were in Arizona, and it was just one of those. Yeah, the pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be fancy. One day I was like, you know what? I want to be an adult. I'm gonna try. I don't know. I just think I wanted to try wine because I have
Did you make it past the MD 2020 yet?
I did.
Booze Farm?
I did, yeah.
Booze Farm deep?
Finally got it out of the bag. Yeah, I don't drink it in the bag anymore. Or a straw.
I love Blue
You
Mountain.
just sip it. I guess you sip this shit. You know, just fucking chug it. It's, you know. But yeah, I
The old school.
yes,
way.
yes.
my God.
I actually do appreciate wine a little more. I don't like dry
Do you like
wine,
it
though.
cool?
Sun Countries.
I like mine
two bigger
cool. I'm
bottles
not.
of
I'm not.
No, I like a good Bartles and James, like a kiwi strawberry. On a hot, summer day when I'm,
to sit
I'm
back, relax
peacocking,
with
this
a nice cigarette,
European thong.
Maybe
Yes.
a pipe and a Zemo.
Truly. Now
Yeah.
that's.
These shits are fucking dope, dude.
I've never even tried one, man. I just haven't.
what
All
is
of
it?
those
Save yourself.
seltzers, all
What
those
is it?
all those seltzers. I haven't tried any of that
I
stuff.
like seltzer. Is it alcohol?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, fancy flavored alcohol.
Wow.
It's like a Zima, like a flavored
Is
Zima.
it really? Really?
I know a lot of people that have been drinking those quite a
Zimas?
bit. No. This Truly and what's the other one? The White Claw. White Claws.
Sorry, I can't do that. I can't.
I should have given me a headache, man. It always fucks with me. Now wine on the
dries
other
up my
hand,
vagina. Otherwise, I would totally. Drink
it dries it up.
Yes, it really does. It just.
So what type of wine do you actually appreciate? Would it?
Red.
No, it's literally like I said. Seriously, dude.
Whatever's
I'm
in
a
front of
fat
you?
kid. Sweets.
Yeah.
If it's got sugar in it, if it's natural. If it's not natural, I don't care if someone freebased
You
it
get
in
the
there.
big fucking
It's delicious.
the green jug of the Gallo. fucking
Yep.
Oh
Ernest-
yeah,
Ernest
old
Gallo
school.
or something.
Gallo.
Yeah, my mom used to drink
You got
it.
any of that
She would
wicker?
make spritzers, so she would have to do the wine with Sprite, and then it was topped off with gin,
Maraschino cherries.
heroin. My mom would top it off with heroin. She was a crazy lady back in the day.
Dude, those
Back in the
great.
70s
I
or the
watched
70s.
when I was a young dude. My aunt had this guy friend of hers that came over with one of them fucking big jugs of wine, and
Was his name Randy?
He fucking pounded that shit down.
White
and
bear.
I had never seen. He said he goes. This is how I do it, and he takes a big old chug of, or takes a drag of a cigarette, and then he would,
Shotgun. Cannonball.
that's what he would do. But he would hold the cigarette in, and he'd blow it out, and it was like this dude got so wasted, he was throwing up. I never wanted to fuck with wine ever in my entire life. That shit was ridiculous.
I had all that around me, dude. Dude, like I don't know. I think it's great.
So which one do you like the most?
I don't remember the name of it, honestly, dude. It's a brown bag.
It was in a bottle.
It was in a bottle. It was in a blue bottle.
Did you screw the
It was
top off,
from
or is it a cork?
The vineyards of California. I believe it was California.
Was it like a Riesling or something?
I don't remember. It was a
Rieslings are
It
sweet.
was like
An Osleys, maybe?
Can I say the name? Can I say a big name?
Yeah.
It was at Costco. So there you go. It didn't come in like a big jug. It was just one of those. We were in Arizona.
We are not sponsored by
wanted a little bit
Costco.
of wine, so we got some really top-notch Costco wine. It was
Nice.
delicious.
Was it in a box?
It was called the.
It was
It
in a
was,
bottle.
and we drank it behind a 7-Eleven, which they have down there. So it was awesome. It
Did
was
you mix it
fucking
with
awesome.
Slurpees?
I did.
Did you walk into the woods to eat the fucking gas station hot dog?
I did.
In
I
shame?
did. I did. Actually, it was
That's the only
sushi.
place you can actually eat gas station hot dogs. is
Dude,
in
I
the woods.
seen a lady who had a line of gas station hot dogs. She had like 5 of them, and this black dude came into the fucking place. He pulled his mask down. Just, damn, that's a lot of hot dogs. How you gonna eat all them hot dogs? He was like, off the roller too. They ain't even off a grill. They off a roller. He was just he was just shaming this lady for eating 5 hot dogs, dude.
But
It
that
was
is
ridiculous.
shame. It's self-shame. Gas station hot dogs.
It's got that
You
hard
know what?
skin on
Every
it.
now
It's called,
and then,
like, the
dude.
toilet
Every
tornado.
now and then. You know what's funny? Every now and then.
Hey, Andy, what's going on? Do me a favor, check out Thrash Metal Studios over on YouTube. Go check out Andy's fucking fantastic YouTube channel. Does a lot of reviews on guitar stuff, all of his gear and setups and teardowns of guitars and shit, and he shows you some cool stuff. A good show to check out. Go check him out.
Yeah.
Thrash Metal Studio. Let me see here. Andrew Fairbanks says Ingrid is White Claw and vodka. She calls it her drink. She drinks a Power Claw.
Isn't that like one of those things you're not supposed to do? Like they came out afterwards and they're like, you're not supposed to mix Red Bull with vodka because it'll fuck you up because one's a downer and one's a fucking upper. Isn't that what that does?
Probably.
Is it?
What was
Okay.
what was the redheaded slut?
Robitussin and
No, it was like,
Fuck,
it was like Jägermeister and Red Bull or something like that.
something
Do
like
you
that.
And then if you give it a splash of Coke, it turned into a Lindsay Lohan. Seriously, that's what the fucking drink was, dude. You put a
That's
splash of Coke
hilarious.
in it.
Grenadine,
and it became
too,
a
ain't
I
it?
have a picture
Yeah.
of me and this dude. We were in Superior for, was it Corey's
Oh, my
bachelor
God.
party? We had done, I think it was like 16 or 17. I think, because I think the night before, I don't know that most of us slept. So I think that might have been maybe blurred.
Andrew was there.
Yeah, he was. That's right.
Andrew choked the shit out of Steve.
Go to bed. Bam! Yeah, he made him go to sleep, dude.
Oh, that was funny.
that was
Andrew,
rough.
do you remember choking little Steve out?
But
I remember
will
waking
not-
up to that.
Dude, I will not touch those ever again from that weekend. Seriously, you know when you do so many, it's like Rumplemints too. When you vomit Rumplemints, dude,
I
that's
got
not
a giant
good.
bottle of Rumple Mints in there right
Oh my
now.
god, what about like blackberry brandy too? That's
Oh,
another
dude, I
one.
can't fuck with that shit.
No, I'm with you, dude. It's like
Southern
did
Comfort.
someone make this in a garbage can? I know they did.
I can't fuck
know
with
they
Southern
made this in
Comfort,
a
dude. That
garbage
shit
can.
fucks me up, man.
Weren't we drinking that out of like? I brought like a flask to one of the shows. Max was on stage and you were freaking out. We were
Like-
watching
Soulfly? Yeah.
at one of the festivals, and we were like taking hits out of my. I had a flask, like a big.
With
flask.
Southern Comfort?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This was-
my
but think about how
God,
long
dude.
ago it was too, though.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
dude.
my
I
dad
can't.
used
I
to
can't
drink
even
that.
fuck with that shit, man.
God damn, that's a long time ago. 2-Ton Crotch was on stage in the
Yeah.
little tent. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nightly, he said what? Nighty night, bitch. Okay, are you taking off, Andrew? Well, I appreciate you joining us. For
We
the
love you,
evening.
buddy.
Mr. Matthew, Mr. Jason, have you guys ever dealt with gatekeepers? If you need me to explain gatekeeper, I can explain. Do you guys know what that is? Shit, man, I cleaned out the essay this morning with all the pepper jack taquitos. Dude, I have done that myself, man. I fucking pounded a bunch of those.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Chicken
like,
sticks too.
Every now and then, like, you know, them tornadoes, dude. Like, it's like I know this has got plastic in it somewhere, dude. But I'll get one every now and then. And I get it, but I look around like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. Like, I'll look to the left, look to the right, like...
Richard Simmons is going to jump on...
I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to pay for this, and I'm going to put it in one of those weird little boat things you fucking have and shit, but I am going to eat it shamefully in the car with a yoo-hoo.
He said, no, Steve went to sleep. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
With a sad attitude.
Night. So that's why I can't drink Redheaded Stepchilds. I think we were at like 16 or 17 of them.
Redheaded sluts.
Yeah, it was really bad. And I think we were in. I think it was a gay bar, dude. I think we walked in and it was like, this is a gay bar, and everyone was like, no, it's not. I'm like, it's called a leather bar. Do you remember that? And they sold leather. Holy!
There it is, Danielle. Thank you very much for showing us
more
the
than an exclamation.
Oh wow! Though. Yeah, there's like, I think that's actually a question mark.
You know what?
Because the other stuff is tucked underneath.
I just want to play doctor here for a minute, but I believe this person may be a mild constipate. There's a little rabbit round going on right there.
That was the first one.
That was the first one?
That was just the dropper to get her
Stand
going.
Stand back and look at the whole picture once, though.
There's a swoop on the end of that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a question mark. That's not just a fucking exclamation point.
That's almost a 1. Like a traditional 1.
It's an upside down I.
Mm-hmm. It's a shitty. It's a shitty 7.
That's a J.
I don't know, man. It's a really shitty 7.
I see the exclamation point, but more importantly,
I see your point.
I see a lot of toilet paper.
Yeah.
I change a couple diet changes in there. You know,
yeah, I
if
would
you
agree.
have to go through that much toilet paper, it means you got like some little elf with a brown marker. And every time you wipe, you can wipe 100 times.
2.
Yeah.
Right, yep.
Shit ticket.
Turbo
Shit
ticket.
ticket.
Wipe till it bleeds kind of stuff going on right there.
It's like I'm melting. I'm fucking melting.
It's got character. If you look at the clean line, and the actual
I took away your...
There's some. Well, it looks like there's some oats in there too. There may be some oats, so maybe they did try to, you know.
That's got emotion to it. I mean,
look
just
the top of it is like sticking out too. You know,
it's got dramatic shadowing. You see all the light over here. It's almost golden mean when you look at the composition of it.
Very dramatic.
It's almost
You're
golden
right.
mean.
That is a shit of
look at
toilet
this.
paper.
This is
right
like
there,
modern
dude.
art. Look at the different shadows in the top of the bowl and stuff.
It is.
It's very dramatic, and it draws your eye over to this side, and that could be why the exclamation point is pointing to that side, because if you look
saying
at it,
why,
and down here,
why so much toilet?
This is how you feel away from all the stuff. You feel like you've been singled out. It's not an exclamation point. It's a mantra for life.
Yep.
It's a cry for help.
It's saying too much paper.
Yes.
Too much paper.
Yep. And you got to get more fiber in your diet.
Oh, Randy Shaver, he says. Hold on, what did he say? It's if plastic is in them, give me more. I have no shame. I'll stay there. Food.
Who asked about the gatekeeper thing?
Oh, and Andrew, this is I'm sorry, Adam. Adam D asked about the gatekeeper thing, and his wife sent us this beautiful, beautiful exclamation point.
Is that like people? Like I looked it up because I wasn't really familiar with it.
Yeah.
But it seems like people that try and limit you for things like that they might have, or like, oh, you're not this enough, like, you know. You can't be part of this because of
you're
this.
not.
Yeah.
Your flannel isn't cool enough, so you can't come and drink lattes at our scooter
in
club.
tattooing, there's tons of that shit. In the music scene, there's tons of it.
There's a ton of it.
You know what?
Especially in Minneapolis, man. I mean, dude.
Doesn't that shit?
I'm not going to lie. I've been guilty of that as well.
We all have.
I've been guilty of that, and the reason that I say this is because there are a lot of shitheads. There's a lot of people that don't. I've been more of a gatekeeper with people as far as like their character. Okay, so like here's the thing: I can be friends with anyone. I'll be friendly with anyone, but say we have a mutual friend and that person fucked you over, right? I would be like, say you wrote about it, like, hey, oh man, nice to know that you have a friend that fucking does this type of shit, right?
Dearest diary.
Yeah, exactly. Dearest Facebook.
Yep.
This is so. I would always go, who are you talking about? Oh man, I don't want to get you involved. But if you tell me, I always say that. tell me so I know where I stand with this motherfucker, because we're friends, and if he fucked you over, then he's gonna obviously fuck me over eventually, right? That's kind of how it is.
Unless that's not the scenario at all.
No, you know what I mean.
I know, I know. Yeah, but that's the whole thing too. I mean, and that I don't know if that's necessarily gatekeeping as much as it is being cautious for you. But it's like oh yeah, we don't want to hang out with you because of this, or
Right.
you can't come with because of this. It's like, oh, we only have enough room for this,
Right.
You know, that kind of shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's like that used to be around all the time. I mean, socially, I mean, you think about just being a kid, like how brutal was that? It didn't have a name back then except for you weren't included.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah,
I got that a lot.
We're the cool guys over here. You can't
I got a
come.
lot of that shit.
Yeah.
I
You look
was
like you're
around
one of-
I moved into a spot where everybody else was established. They went to elementary school, they went to high school together. You know what I mean? Like, and I kind of in the middle of all that. So there were friends that were like split in half. Like some wanted to hang with me, some of them didn't, and then they would just like go hang with each other, and I'd be fucking
your
like twiddling my thumbs
parachute
and
pants
shit.
only have zippers in the front, not opening on the side. You can't dance with us.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
I'll fucking start
You
my
don't
own
have
shit.
your Michael Jackson glove is just sparkly. It doesn't actually have sequins on it.
Your cardboard isn't as slick as our
we got
cardboard,
linoleum.
okay?
You got
Linoleum.
cardboard.
Mr.
Fuck you.
Chilton.
Linoleum.
I don't even want to get into that.
Danielle,
I would say there's a lot of. I will say this. I think there's a lot of gatekeepers on Facebook. And here's the one thing that I you don't think so?
No,
I mean,
dude.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But
There-
then
there's
we're
a
getting
lot
into
of
a different
shit
name.
like
That's a different name.
it is. And,
they're
you know,
bullies.
It is, dude, because it's like you struggle to sometimes post things because now when I post, listen, I got a messed up sense of humor. I post some fucked up shit sometimes. Why? Because it makes me laugh. I don't give two shits if no one else finds it funny.
Right.
It makes me chuckle,
Right,
right?
right.
But I know now when I post something, I'm gonna touch someone's,
No
gentle
button?
butthole and
Yeah,
shit, you
yeah.
know? Like, I didn't mean to, listen.
Gentle
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, dude? Like, people are fucking sensitive all of a sudden now, and everybody wants to curb what
that
you
shit.
say and how you say it. You know what I mean? Fuck them like you ugly. That's absolutely, dude. Again, and again, I understand it sometimes, but sometimes it's like, look, man, there's every.
Danielle says, "I never thought she would ever get so much analysts on the fucking on
Toilet
this.
paper?
To be fair, on the toilet paper, I always wipe the lid first because that job of the toilet always sprays when it flush. I got you.
Yeah, got you.
The hard one, those quick ones will sprinkle up.
You know what,
Plus,
dude?
I'm sorry, but if you've ever had to clean a women's bathroom in the younger days, dude, I'll
used to
clean a
have
dude's
to.
bathroom all day long versus that hover shit.
Dude,
Man.
dude, hold on.
Y'all's aim is
Truck
not that
driver's
good.
bathroom.
What are you talking
Dude.
Female truck driver's bathroom.
I wish we had
Dude.
Billy Boy's fucking phone number
Dude,
right now,
this
dude. He could
person-
tell you some shit.
I had to clean up a stall, and this person was using the folded towels to wipe things. Man.
Oh.
And here's the thing, though. I felt, dude, that was a moment in my life where I was like, and first thing I thought when I
They
saw the
came in
paper
with their
was
own
like,
body.
wow. Yeah.
I got my own. It's a 409. Brody and 409.
Dude, it was terrible, terrible. I actually
There's no amount of magic that can
found the
erase that
underwear, tucked it in
Magic
the
erase
trash.
that.
I felt terrible for that person because I believe they came in, like
We
you
were on
running in like
we were on our way to the Milwaukee Metal Fest one year, man, and there were 3 stalls, and Jason's
Stevie Ray
older brother comes in, and he goes to the stall and opens the door, dude, and you just hear him go, "Oh my fucking god!" Turns around and slams the door and walks out, right? So we all, he goes, "You got to see that." Open the door, dude, and it is like the guy just dropped trow and just, it was like the corner, dude. It went,
Volcano.
boom, it was past the toilet. Yeah, dude, up the wall, dude. I'm talking Splatterhouse City,
He's
dude.
like a Picasso,
Yes.
man. He's a shit
Yeah.
Picasso. Oh shit! What's wrong? Oh, my stomach even feels.
It's a fucking angry cat.
Yep. Yep. Done. Done is done. That's terrible.
Bridges Armageddon.
Wow, dude. Yes. Yes. Good stuff. See what you started, Danielle? That's
times.
fucking amazing. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for joining us. Do me a favor. I'm going to go back through these again. Check out Anti Broadcasting Incorporated, custom screen printing, antibroadcasting at gmail.com, 612-836-9488. Also, go check out Jason's tattoo shop. Go say hello to Jason down there at Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective. What's your address down there, bro?
3500 Minnehaha Avenue South.
There you go. There's the address, folks. Give him a call, 612-353-4755. Don't call him right now because
and if you guys
he's
want to
not
hit
there.
me up later for some like back rubs, or maybe we could make friendship bracelets or
He's gonna
something.
be on the Taco Bell parking lot. He's got some Nat Lights and he's ready to party.
Oh yeah, I got some Diablo sauce, guys. I know how to rock. So
that's the way to do it right there.
Yeah, just some snowshoe grog.
Instagram me. I think that's what the kids are saying. TikTok me.
Yeah, TikTok.
I don't know
We'll
what.
do root beer barrels. It'll be cool.
Oh my God, I've did so many root beer barrels in my life. Holy fucking
That
hell.
Hot
That's
100,
grandma.
Oh,
like that.
that's a nasty one right there, that Hot 100
I
shit.
think I pissed all over my friend's sister's closet on one of those when I was like 14.
One of those nights or
Those
what?
bottles of that. Like,
Yeah.
we
It's
all-
got-
we,
it's
we
got-
somebody bought us, one of our friends' brothers brought us some fucking booze. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the next day, everybody's looking at me when I came out of the bedroom, like, ooh, that was a long night, and I'm hungover as shit. And they're all like,
Fucking
"Yeah, she's
pissed,
getting it
eh?
right now."
Pissed?
What happened? Who did it? I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I just told this story a couple weeks ago, but a buddy, we had eaten some acid to go see the Jimi Hendrix light show, and we got there and they sold the last couple tickets, and we'd eaten like 4 hits apiece. You know what I mean? So we're balls deep in this bitch, and we get to the door and the lady just closes the door and locks it, and we knock on the door and she opens the door and we're like, we just sold our last ticket and there's like 6 of us, right? So we're driving back, and remember Dan Shine, right? Dan Shine had this old 68 Camaro, and we're driving around this corner on 35W, dude, and his fucking wheel goes flying off, and we're all tripping balls, so we had to pull over, get the rest of those guys in the car. So he had 4 people, we're already 4 people deep in the car, so we're just smashed into this bitch. We go back to Dan Plank's brother's place, which was a frat house, and Walt Finch was passed out in a chair, and he's all curled up. And I was like, you know that flicker when you're on acid and you're just trying to go to sleep? The lights are flickering and shit. And I look over, and Dan Plank is laying on his bed, and Walt Finch stands up, and he just fucking zoop, and you see just a squirt like this hit Dan in the fucking head, and I go, Walt! And he turns around, and I go, the bathroom's down the hall, dude. He's holding this shit, dribbling all over the floor, and like fucking penguin walking all the way to the bathroom. It was hilarious, dude. Dan had no clue that shit even happened. He almost got pissed on. He did get pissed on.
He
So
did.
funny, dude. I grew up with those dudes.
Yeah, all of those
Walt
guys.
and all those
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Me and Walt played together.
I ran into Richard at the Dirty Bike Festival
How was
thingy
that?
last weekend. Boring as fuck. I don't understand if there's no festival. Like, I mean, there's a couple like cover bands and shit, but as far as like standing around in a fucking spot, you know what I mean?
What kind of bike you got? Harley?
Horrible.
You?
It
Harley?
was fucking lame as fuck. It was boring.
I like your bedazzled
Yeah,
jeans.
10
Yeah.
speed.
I really can't. Here's the thing, man. Like, most motorcyclists are like the same cookie cutter, like fucking fringy jacket, fucking. They're the same dude. They're the same guy. Here, well, let's wear a leather vest, and everybody's got, you know what I mean? They look. Guys that aren't even in clubs have Harley fucking patches, and how many times they went to Sturgis and all this other shit. It looks so hokey to me. Like, you see them, they got the brown leather seats with the tassels on. I mean, I just don't get any of that shit. To me, that's just not my gig.
But that's the whole thing with how everything gets popular. You can't
Right.
help it because everything that's something is going to get out of hand and bastardized. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what we do as people.
Yeah.
So anything, I mean, I've never thought that fancy ass, fucking sparkly ass jeans were cool, and I don't know why you like the Affliction shirts and those pants and shit. Nothing about that.
I seen all of that shit
Dude, there's
last
nothing
weekend.
that I see about that goes, I'm intimidated by you.
Right, right.
It's like, you know, it's just there's
Is that a
absolutely
skull
nothing.
on your shirt? That's a
Are
big
those-
skull.
Are those boot cuts with white tennis shoes?
Dude.
And a little
Right.
rip in the back to make it look like you fucking.
Is that a white
okay,
belt?
dude. It's like, yeah. Did you win a wrestling? Oh, that's a normal belt. You're not a wrestler? You're not a wrestler.
Oof,
All right.
bedazzled, vajazzled.
Dude, I think you got a little bit of that tanner on your ear. It's darker right there. Your ear looks like a weird cookie.
Okay, here's a good one for you guys. What now? I know you guys are fucking all over the board. Adam, you're going to open up a can of worms here.
okay.
What is your music genre of choice? Now, here's the thing with these guys. These guys are so open with music. They're going to be all over. What are some of your favorite genres? How about that?
Genres?
Yeah.
It's
Everything.
I like a good soft. I mean this too. It's gonna come out. I like jazz. I've been listening to. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
You don't like jazz?
Nah,
Jazz is actually great.
I
Jazz
like
is
it.
fantastic.
I like it, but it's sometimes. You know what? It's like what I think a schizophrenic's brain sounds like constantly. You know, like playing a horn. Or
A lot of it's not like that,
Coltrane is like that though. He grew into
Miles
that.
Davis shit like that's pretty cool. Like
I had that pillowcase with a picture of Miles on one
I
side,
like-
so you always knew the cool side of the pillow.
I like
I'm not joking. I'm totally serious, dude.
I like his earlier stuff. I like his earlier stuff. When even Bitches Brew is a little bit much for me.
See, like, when
I
you,
like when Don Cheadle played him, man. Dude.
I was always into like.
There's some good stuff in that movie.
That is a good movie.
It is.
There was a couple of recordings that were really cool that Dizzy and Bird did.
Yeah.
And it's just impressive to listen to because it was just like one take, one pull through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like jamming, but it just you got to imagine trying to think about being
Dude,
like a fly in that room and watching that shit unfold. That's what impressive about that stuff for
Yeah.
me. But there's so many other kinds of music. There's so much out there that.
what do you listen to in the shop
Well, we
on
listen
the
to
daily?
absolutely everything, dude. I mean, we go from trap to weird.
Trapped, like the band
No,
Trapped?
trap.
We're headstrong. In our
Look,
plays.
he just gave you that look
I
like,
know,
motherfucker, don't be
fuck
putting me in that
Yeah.
fucking category.
Don't you
and shit.
do that? Don't
So
you put that evil
my
on
thing
me?
lately is old shit that I grew up with, so 70s. I'm not kidding you, like stuff that reminds me of my youth.
Yeah.
I've been very like melancholy about shit lately.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Like seriously, like I play like
Seals the Crowd.
Little River Band, dude.
I can't. I've never liked Little River Band.
You never did?
No.
There's a few tunes I really like with them cats.
It's weird, dude. Like, but a lot of like, just like 60s and 70s, like kind of like pop or soul.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like, and then out of the blue, it's like then I'll listen to like some old thrash metal or something like
Right.
You guys got to check out some of the African psychedelic music that's out there, like fucking
that.
like
Didn't Ginger Baker do some shit?
Yeah.
yeah. But this is
Yeah.
like some really like crazy fucking cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like holy. Like
I could tell you exactly what I mean. You asked these guys, but I could tell you exactly what I've been listening to in the last couple. Today, I downloaded the very first Slipknot album. That fucking album, all the way through that first Slipknot, is amazing. 1999 release, killer. Freaky Styley by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Downloaded it. It is fucking produced by George Clinton.
Yep.
One of the fucking dude that is a sleeper.
is that the one with 30 Dirty Birds?
Yep, that's yep. Erdl the Turtle. That's
Yeah.
it's
I wish I got into them more. I didn't get
Really?
into Chili Peppers.
You gotta if you like funk, you know what I'm saying. You gotta start from them early ones and work your way, because once they hit, after Blood Sugar Sex Magic, like it just kind of, it's a different thing after that. One Hot Minute was really good. I liked that album. I liked Mother's Milk was before that.
What about The Jam by Larry Graham and Graham Central?
Dude, I just downloaded a bunch of that shit, dude. Ain't about dude, good
You
shit,
can't
dude.
beat that,
One,
dude. Larry
two,
Graham is the
Release
shit.
Yourself, Graham Central Station.
Sly and the Family Stone I've been listening to too.
Dude, I love Sly and the Family Stone, but Reggie Watts. And now this is something that I stumbled on. So I had seen him just jamming. He's a crazy Indian dude with a big afro, right?
Yep.
And I've seen people like just rave about this guy. So I stumbled on YouTube and it says Reggie Watts best performance, and you have to watch it because it's like comedy. And this dude has a loop machine, and basically what he does is he'll and that'll be the beat, and he'll just loop it, and then he goes off on this shit, and it's fantastic. So I wanted to see if he had any records, because Mark Rebelay is like that for me.
Yeah, I watch him.
He's coming to First Ave, dude.
Yeah, I seen that.
He's
I
pretty
seen
good,
that.
dude.
He's amazing.
He did something with Kenny Beats that was actually really, really, really good. I wish I could actually find a recording of it.
Dude, he did one with Reggie Watts that's fucking
I think
phenomenal,
I've seen it.
dude.
What was it on?
It's just on YouTube. It was on YouTube.
What were they singing about? Because I think
It's just a jam, dude.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
so the album that I found was Reggie Watts Simplify. And that album is fucking fantastic,
Mark
man.
Ribley is pretty talented too, and he's a strange cat. He sings a lot about ass, dude.
Yeah, he
A
does.
lot about ass.
Yeah,
dude. Show me that ass.
he's got a
girl.
song called Chris Kringle. He's
Yeah,
like,
no, I've
Chris
heard it.
Kringle, the pimp, the man, suck that dick. So fucking-
I just like the gold microphone.
Welcome to your
He's
Oh,
always
Jesus,
singing-
here we
he always
go.
sings in his
Come true.
robe or his underwear.
Where the abundance of a chalupa cravings.
All right, hold on a second here. This is that. You guys can hear that, right?
Yeah.
This is Reggie Watson and Mark Rebelay on YouTube.
Did what you dick out? Do what you doing with your dick out. That's funny.
That's Reggie Watts right there.
That's pretty good, dude.
I don't need little woman, baby.
It's funky as shit. So I'll probably get taken down for this shit, but you gotta watch it. It's fucking, it's really good. Those guys are fantastic together. All right, I'll pause it there. I'll save you that. So that's what I've been listening to is Reggie Watts. God, I got a bunch of shit.
I've been listening to some, like we listen to a lot of Sir Lord Baltimore.
I've never heard of that. What is that? Tell me what that about.
It's awesome, dude. You got check. I can't even explain it to you. It's like 60s, 70s kind of like rock, funk, almost jazzy. It's
Sir,
like
what is it?
Sir Lord Baltimore.
Huh.
Like check it out, dude. You'll be like, what the
Sir
hell?
Lord Baltimore.
Yeah.
Is there a specific album that you guys check out or what?
No. Let me see here. What time is it?
Nope.
He's like, nope.
I can't think of it either.
I've been listening to the A$AP Rock still. He's got some
Yeah.
new stuff out.
Yeah, you were listening to that the last time. What was the heavy shit you were listening to the last time I saw you too? There was something that had just been released that you were really fucking.
Was it Gojira?
I haven't heard that.
Gojira's new album.
That new Gojira is good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was. It came out. It was supposed to come out before COVID, so
Right.
it's a little. It's good. No, it's good. I mean, if you like Gojira, it's good. There's some odd stuff on it, but
They're pretty odd.
I can't play anything on here.
Chanting.
Well, you can play it on your phone, but just don't. You know what I mean? Keep it kind of away from the thing because I don't know if it'll pick it up or not.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it. Very stoner rock sounding.
yeah, it sounds like
It's 1970.
Oh yeah.
Wait till he starts singing, dude. It's
Someone's on
yeah,
acid.
right.
Someone's on acid, dude.
when you're tattooing, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? What I've been really fucking getting into is
Like, let's-
Free.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, dude. You've been posting tons.
Dude,
of-
I'm really stuck on that band.
Roger Waters. Roger Waters? No.
Oh yeah, there you
What's
go.
this, the lead
You
singer?
can, dude, send that shit to me. I want to check that out.
It's something Waters, isn't it?
No,
What's his name?
no.
Dude from Bad Company.
Yep. God damn it, I can't
Paul
even think.
Rogers.
Paul Rogers. Yep.
Yeah.
Paul Rogers.
Yeah, I've been a fan of his for quite some time.
Well,
I thought we saw-
Gooch posted all right now. So all right now.
yeah.
So
I
he
always
posted
thought
that
that was
video, and I went back.
Company.
I'm like, dude, I got to check this whole album out. You know what I mean? So I listened to that whole fucking Fire and Water album, and I was like, oh, this is the shit. So I usually like to go to the one after that album that's the shit, and the one before that album's the shit. And I mixed them all up. So I listened to Ton of Sobs, which is their first one, and then they have a self-titled, which is fucking badass. So I listened to those three albums nonstop, and it's like it's more blues in the beginning, and then it goes more rock and roll
It's like
to the end of it.
You posted some stuff about Robin Trower too.
Yeah, Robin Trower
I've
did the
always
same
been
thing.
a fan of that dude, and you listen to his stuff, and you're like, how has this dude not been like noticed? Like phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah.
It's like he's all over the board. Like good stuff, man. Really good stuff.
Right.
If you want to watch something strange, man, but good strange, and you love like good 70s rock music. Well,
Yeah.
70s, it's not just rock, it's other things, but the YouTube, it's Burt Sugarman's Midnight Special.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
They have there's like I stumbled upon one of Steve Miller's first live performances on
Right,
television.
right.
He plays the Joker, but he plays it more funk than rock.
Yeah.
It's different, and I will watch it over and over. If you have a chance to watch it, it's a different version of that song.
No shit.
And it puts a completely different perspective on that song.
Different spin on it, huh?
It does. It's like it's way funkier. Because you can see the dudes up on the stage, they start playing it, and they all look at each other like, it's off time. Like, maybe we shouldn't have done this, but keep going, because this is really, really cool, you know? But Bert Sugarman, that program has a lot of really good live versions of songs that, you know, like, you feel like Manfred Mann, you know, the ding, 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 ding. You watch him play it live, and you're like, wow, that was really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
there's some shit like that on Soul Train too, man. Like
Iggy Pop's band played
the Stooges.
The Stooges. They have a version on there. I don't know why I'm pointing at your screen.
Yeah,
it's
because
like,
it's a screen.
Just
watch it.
I'm seeing things right now. I'm microdosed. I am fucking higher than a kite.
Wow, me too. No, just kidding.
But a lot of really, really, really cool music that again, I don't know what it is, man. I've been going back to like 70s rock, 70s pop.
It's all those times you come in and I'd start playing music, you know.
I still laugh when I hear, like, if I hear the song, because my wife loves George Michael. She's like a huge George Michael fan.
Wham!
So she'll be downstairs, and I hear her playing Careless Whisper, and I'm upstairs laughing, because this fucker, I'd be at home, you know, in my apartment, and he sent it to me. It was, I guess, a joke between me and him about date night with myself, but after so it was pretty funny. So now every
part,
he'd be like, and that's it. He would just send that late at night, and that would be it. Yeah. So every now and then I hear
like
that song playing.
at night.
It's the great thing about music. That's why it's like, how can you listen to one genre of music?
Right.
You can't.
Like, you can't. Like, you know, like, I used to think, like, you know, like, I don't like, you know, I don't like country, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. But it's like, the more I just listen to music, the more I'm just like, no, it's just music. It's like saying, like, you know, I love Ford or I love Dodge. It's like, I kind of like a car guy. I kind of like all. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like everything.
Alpha Wolf. Have you guys ever heard of Alpha Wolf?
Me?
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard
Are you
of
kidding me?
Alpha Wolf? No.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Alpha Wolf.
That's
Alpha Wolfert. I get it.
Anyway, no. Is this
is what
referring to something or something?
Adam D said, dare you guys to listen to Alpha Wolf, the song
Alpha
Creep. I dare you to, and he told me to listen to it. I don't know if we could do. I think I'm going to get into trouble for listening to what I did on here, but I'll definitely check it out.
Huh.
Send it to me again, Adam. Like send it to me
out.
a private message, and I'll take a listen to it. I'm never afraid to listen to something.
Me either.
Like I said, man, there's people who have turned me on to some good fucking music just out of the blue, man. Like, here, you got to check this out. That free stuff, man. Like, I never knew how far I would get into that shit, man. I really, really was into it. I'm still into it. Same with the Reggie Watch shit too.
Did you ever just sit around and listen to Ambrosia?
Not for a long time, but yes, I have.
That's how much I feel.
That's how I feel for you, baby.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking record cover, dude. That Ambrosia, they're all like fucking.
Like the salad? Like, how could you name, like... That's the great thing about the 70s, dude. You hear some of this stuff, like what's the one I always... It's like, you've heard it, and you're like, oh, that's English Dan and you know, John Fogerty or whatever the fuck it is. But, again...
Loggins in Messina.
Actually, they have some pretty rocking stuff. There's a few of those songs where you're like...
Dude, have you looked on YouTube Daryl Hall's house? Daryl's house?
Dude, I can't, dude. I've watched it, and I have a hard time with that dude, man. Like, dude, you're a little, like, like, if you watch it, man, he just, like they had CeeLo Green on there.
Dude, he did a great job on that one.
CeeLo Green is a talented dude.
Yeah.
But, like, all of a sudden, he'll just kind of, like, he'll kind of come in, like, kind of like a schizophrenic, like, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
a freak.
Yep.
What?
Yep. Where's that little mustache dude, man?
Yeah, where'd the mustache dude go? Didn't he try to stab him or some weird shit? Didn't something happen? Yeah, there was some sort of fucking
With his
altercation.
mustache?
The little Oompa Loompa?
Maybe.
He, like, pulled his mustache off. It was
You guys
like,
talking about
yep.
Oats?
Hall and Oates, yeah, they fucking went
You're a
after each
bitch
other.
girl.
Dude,
You're a bitch girl.
Those guys had some
that
soul.
song was about you.
They did, dude. No, they were talented. Dude, there's a lot of dudes back then, though, that, you know, you listen to, you're like one person I can't stand and I hate listening to, well, there's two. One is Bay City Rollers. I think I want to say my cousin or my sister or someone listened to him, and I'm like, this is the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
Like, fucking terrible,
Yeah.
right? But then I'm like, every now and then I'll catch, like, the Osmonds, and I'll do, like,
That's
dude.
how I'm with ABBA. I can't do it, dude.
Oh,
It's
see,
like
I
the
don't
worst thing in the
mind it,
fucking
dude.
world.
ABBA's
ABBA?
like,
Really?
yeah, that's single lady shuffle music, man. That's that single lady, mama's got a little too much wine, and she wants to hear some Boss Skaggs now.
Oh, you brought Boss Skaggs all up.
Yeah, oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Adam.
You know who else I don't
So I
like?
don't think
Dire
you get
Straits.
into trouble with Alpha Wolf playing their music. I love their
Is
promotion.
that his band?
No. His band is Forever in Gray. They're good. They're good shit. Good shit. He's a great. He's
Robert
good.
Palmer, too, dude.
Yes.
Robert
yes.
Palmer?
Like Sneaking
ta-
Sally through the alley.
Dude, you
Yeah.
turned me on to that
Have you
shit.
ever heard
Like,
that?
No.
dude,
I'm going to play it from way over.
seriously, it's one of those where you're like, no,
Yeah.
like no, like when you find out that Alan Thicke wrote the theme to Different Strokes. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Look it up, dude. Seriously.
I just told a buddy.
Alan
I
Thicke-
told him.
Look it up,
We
man.
were talking about Blade, the movie Blade, and he's like, "Yeah, the old guy, the guy in
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah." I said, "Did you know that he wrote Me and My Bobby McGee?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I didn't fucking know that."
Listen to that bass.
Oh shit. That's funky as shit. That's porno shit right there.
Dude,
dude.
you know how many
this is
babies
like-
were made just now by him playing? that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. That's
That's
some
why I
funky
I
stuff.
think I'm
Just
with
like-
child right now.
I'm barren. I want you to know that.
Dude, that's all. What's that, Rhodes?
That's fucking Robert Palmer.
That's
dude?
Robert
dude.
Palmer.
No way.
dude.
Yeah.
That's like when you ever see the video of Bobby Caldwell?
Yeah.
And black people are like,
Yeah.
that's a white dude that sang
Yeah,
that
yeah,
song?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Talk about Bobby?
yeah, Bobby Caldwell.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Isn't that dope, dude?
That's pretty sweet, man. I'm gonna
There's some
have
funky dudes
to
out
check
there,
that
man.
shit out.
Yep. But yeah, I just absolutely got really back like I mean like where I'm constantly playing like
Older shit.
yeah, I don't know, it's
They're-
weird.
They don't make music like that anymore, man.
don't.
Honestly,
They don't.
it's something for me. See here, if you're a Dexter fan, you need to check out Michael C. Hall's band Princess Goes to the Butterfly Museum. Very interesting, huh? So check that out. Michael
heard of
C.
that.
Hall's band Princess Goes to the Butterfly Museum. I never even knew he was a musician. That's kind of cool. I'll have to check that shit out.
I think there are times where like, the music selection gets a little stagnant, and then I revert back to like, kind of like, you go, like a baby going back to mom, kind
Yeah.
of like you go back to what where your roots were.
Yeah.
And then you kind of go back out and go, all right, that's
Do
cool.
do
Yeah.
do 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 diddle dip diddle dip boop 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 biddle dip
The
biddle
messed up
dip
thing about this is
do.
so that dude right there wrote and played all the stuff on the album. They don't do that anymore.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Now it's like auto-tuned, which,
Drives me nuts.
So here's like my new thing. Like I like weird like rappers.
Be like, what are you guys talking about?
Underground rapper. I've been listening to a lot of weird underground rap shit lately. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of. I'm not a fan of that Tom McDonald dude. I think that's his name.
Never heard of him.
It's terrible. He's got a song called. Is it White People Problems or something like that? Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else.
That stuff.
Do you know?
I don't know nothing. I have a couple
Do you know
friends that are
who?
white.
Do you know who Mad Child is?
No.
From
Is he angry?
Swollen Members. Do you
I had
remember
one
that?
once.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And they're more though these. This is okay. This is
Well,
weird.
what's
These are
Swollen?
more Canadian rappers for some reason.
Like fucking 12 inches of snow stuff.
Right.
Yeah, the fucking super
Yeah,
dude
stab
Toronto
someone
ghetto.
down the fucking lane, shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
No, have you looking them up?
No. I'm getting texted right now about something about me dancing or some shit.
Info.
I'm telling him how you brought
It's not that
down
bad,
male
but it's
dancers.
bad.
They shake.
But for some reason, I don't know. I'm fascinated.
When
by
you
it.
listen to it, do you feel
He's
the
got
vibration?
a really odd voice. Mad
Was it
Child's
a-
different.
Was it a good vibration? Did you feel the vibration?
I didn't feel any sort of vibration. I think it was more indigestion
Come on,
than anything.
come on.
I have
Was it a sweet
I found
sensation?
I give Canadians a lot of shit, and then I found out that my family actually came through
From Canada?
Canada shit us out into Minnesota,
Oh.
southern Canada. Yeah, so I gotta be
Oh,
careful
from
on who
southern
I rip
Canada.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of my Scandinavian family came down from Canada. I guess so. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful what I say.
Be careful. Eh?
Yep. I'm only gonna get
like
4 or
wolves?
5 more times, and I'm gonna get a little upset. Mildly upset.
Don't
here.
make me
what?
feed you, bud.
But oh yeah, Come on. I've been trying to get caught up on Letterkenny too.
You like beavers.
Fantastic.
Dude, Letterkenny's yes.
You got a problem with Canadian
Yep.
geeses? Then you got a problem with me.
The whole dude, the first one where he's messing with the sister's boyfriend and his buddy, the hockey dude.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're going on about him, tossing off. And,
Yeah.
Like, what did he say?
Mixing
Nice
a batch.
quaff. Esthetician do
Yeah,
that for you?
yeah.
Dude, them dudes, again, you have to. I turned it on to someone else and they're like, I don't get it. I'm like, you have to. They're metaphors. You got to really pay attention to what they're saying.
When I
Or when
watched
they're
it
talking about
again.
cooking the steak too. That's the
Yeah.
other one that makes me laugh too. They're sitting on the deck talking about how you cook a steak.
Yeah, 2 minutes each side.
Fucking
grill marks.
Kiss
bud.
that fucker,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, that's good stuff. So
Hell yeah.
again, I haven't gotten caught up on it. I just don't have.
I'm
time.
fucking
I
all
don't
over
have time.
all over that shit. That's one thing that I can watch because it's just so rapid fire humor, just nonstop. You know.
I work a lot.
Yeah, I'm home at weird hours, so I miss a ton of shit.
That's funny.
I
shit.
just, you know what? I think the older I get, I have no patience. I just don't. I'm always like why if I'm up longer than 15 minutes, I'm up. I got shit to do, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a model to make. I got.
Yeah.
The TV's on? No, it's not. Did I drop that peanut behind the couch? Like seriously, that's the shit that goes through my fucking head, and then I'm like wide awake.
You were just saying that.
And
too.
then, but I'll do this. The wife will come down, and I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting on the couch like this, and she'll be like, "Go to bed." And I'm like, "I'm fine." No, but she's like, "You're fucking snoring." I'm like, "I'm not snoring."
You always get the best sleep right before you gotta wake up.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude! That's what COVID has done to me too.
Fucked up
I
your
fucking
sleep-
worry
sleep.
about everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, did I get enough?
Dude, as it started getting nicer, I started playing that game. Is it allergies or is it fucking COVID? That type of shit.
I gave up. Just
I don't even
ain't got
care.
it.
Yep.
I know I
Horrible.
don't have it. I don't talk to people. I don't touch people. I don't.
Yep, I know I
always
don't
have
have
a
it.
mask on.
Yep, I know I'm good. You know what I mean? I got herpes during COVID, which was weird, totally weird.
'Cause I'm
I
married.
I don't know.
You gave it to yourself.
I gave it to myself. I gave my lips genital herpes. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how it happened.
That was like the Virgin Mary and shit, dude.
Immaculate
You
conception.
you know how fucked up that shit was? 3 dudes show up with fucking presents for a baby. That was Jesus.
It's
They
myrrh.
ran a
What? It's
train
myrrh.
on her. They ran a train on her out in the fucking street.
Damn, they were hoping.
Yeah.
It's
They were
myrrh.
hoping.
What? It's open it. It's myrrh.
Wasn't that mean? Wasn't that fucking? Wasn't
Fucking
that
got myrrh last year,
Isn't that
dick.
fucking mean, dude. Where fucking Jesus asking,
Oh,
where
look,
do babies come from?
frankincense. Ugh.
Yeah, Mary. Where do babies come from?
Oh shit.
They ran a train.
All right, fellas. I appreciate you coming in. We're it's like 9:30. We're a couple hours into this bad boy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys coming in. This was fun as fuck. We got to do this again.
I would agree.
It's it did turn into a donkey show.
It did. It will go off the tracks every
It
now
always,
and then.
man. That's what it's always about. It's fun. It's good. It's good. There's people who are like, man, I really needed those laughs, man. Thank you very much. So,
Good.
thank you everyone for coming and joining us. Again, check out Jason's tattoo shop, Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective over in Minneapolis.
And I'm giving out back rubs behind the
Yep.
essay
I thought it was
Speedway. Sorry.
Speedway. There we
They-
go.
they
Yeah,
sold
you
it.
changed it.
Just so you guys know, I like cheese puffs, so you can tip me in cheese puffs.
There you go.
I also use it as
It's got Bartles and James
Yep.
too.
Bartles and James. What was it? Strawberry
kiwi strawberry.
There you go.
So delicious.
So
Especially
delicious.
room temperature.
What was
I don't
their
need it cold.
What was their slogan? Thank you for your support. Wasn't that Bartles and James?
I think Bartles and James was wait till you have to go to treatment and tell everyone that you did wine coolers.
Oh,
That's what their slogan was. Yep. So there's
wait
that.
till you go to treatment.
Yep.
And
What are
tell
you in
every-
for? Black tar heroin? What are you in for? Wine cooler? Yep. And hacky sacking? All right, sorry.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you very much. Make sure that you check out ritualmanispodcast.com and all of our stuff. You can listen to all of our past episodes at your leisure on ritualmanispodcast.com. Don't forget to check out Anti-Broadcasting, anti-broadcasting at gmail.com, 612-836-9488. Again, check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective. If you're looking to get some tattoo work done, give Jason a call. Make sure that he gets you in for an appointment. You guys doing walk-ins?
Yeah.
You
There's 5 of us there, so yeah.
Yeah? Oops, sorry. I forgot. What'd you say again?
There's 5 of us. There's 5
cut you
there's 5
off.
people that are always like we always make room for walk-ins.
Okay.
We're trying to be all bougie yoga studio style thing. If that's your thing, that's cool. But
Christopher
yeah, we're a
Walken's.
street shop. We're a street shop. You know, you come in, we'll poke you.
Nice.
We love to do it.
Yep.
You like to poke people?
I have plenty of scars.
Randos?
Emotional
do
and
piercings.
physical.
We don't do piercings.
No piercings there, but just
So don't ask.
just scars.
Don't ask.
Emotional scars.
Put the scab cannon on you and
Yeah.
let it fly.
Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. You guys have a good evening.
Have a good night.
We appreciate you.
Bye.
All that other stuff. Peace out.
Ritual Madness Podcast. Ritual Madness Podcast. Ritual Madness Podcast. Ritual Madness Podcast.